It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You tuned in. It's your own fault. Whoever's not there. No, I don't know if Gaming or Satan will be here as usual. That's kind of like.
Yeah, I assume Gaming's still sleeping.
Oh, did you like stay up all night again or something like that?
No, but he doesn't usually get up at like 3 or something.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point.
And Satan's just, I don't know, not drunk.
I never. Yeah, I like I said, they come and go as they want. They're wandering people. I assume. Oh man, so I labeled this one Pinko elephants on parade because. Oh hey, what's up, Rotten Silence? Oh, I didn't even type in first yet. But how nice of you.
You're slipping.
I know. I keep forgetting to type that in now into the chat. That's my bad. Let's see. Oh, what was I gonna? I was talking about something a minute ago. Pinko elephants on parade. Ocasio-Cortez has a Green New Deal legislation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I've heard of this.
It sounds batshit fucking insane. Apparently, it's been introduced already, or it's being introduced, or it could be introduced as early as next week or something. I'm not real clear on that. I doubt she is either, because I don't think she understands how like English works enough to write one. You know, somebody else wrote the law.
Yeah, some other batshit crazy person convinced her that this was a good idea.
Yeah, she's described it as a wartime level, just economic mobilization plan to get 100% renewable energy, which isn't possible. Like, it'd be great if we could do that. That's not reality. It's not even a case of whether or not people want to do it. That's a case of just scientifically not capable of doing that right now.
Dude, she wants within 12 years everyone to have fucking electric cars, dude. Everyone.
Well, that's only part of it, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
I mean, that's dumb enough on its own. But like, and the rest of the shit. Like,
I'm kind of. I'm starting at the lower level. Like, that's almost the least crazy thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it actually gets worse than that, dude. Damn. Go ahead. Sorry.
This would also eliminate greenhouse gas emissions from manufacturing and agricultural. So I'm not sure how she's going to get cows to stop farting. But I imagine her running around with like a cork and a hammer and like a manic fucking crazy expression like she always wears. Like, no more greenhouse gases from the agriculturals. Plug up the cows.
I can't wait till she's old and she's just like a crazy old cat lady. It's gonna be fucking glorious, dude. Oh Jesus!
I'm genuinely curious to see if she wins another fucking round because she's fucking nuts. You know what I mean? Like, she just like she looks insane, but more importantly, like the things she's advocating for are just not possible. It's not even a case of like whether people like it or don't. I mean, it's a case of it's not something that we could do.
Yeah. She's like, if we can all just sacrifice this, and if we work hard, like, no, dude, it just can't fucking happen, you crazy bitch. It's fucking, you have no fucking touch with reality, dude. It's unreal, dude.
Yeah. Oh, and they're gonna somehow dramatically expand energy sources to meet 100% of power demand through renewable sources. Supposedly, this will also guarantee jobs to like most people, as well as have like just a basic income thing. And the basic income, for anybody who doesn't know what that is basically you just get money. Like everybody gets a certain amount of money no matter what.
Yeah, like, as if you worked a job, but you don't work the job.
And everybody gets it, but then everybody's still going to want to work because reasons. There's a lot of it's just fucking that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's human nature that if you just give people shit, they're going to want to work hard to get something.
Yeah, like you already have a problem motivating people to work with welfare. Basically providing, like, if you're not a white person, like, welfare will basically just let you do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, like, let's be fair.
Pretty much, dude.
It's pretty hard to get onto if you're, unless you're the right color. But once you're in, you pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. Let's see, universal health care. Oh yeah, so everybody would get universal health care and all that, which is of course not possible either, but okay. At least not the way she wants to have it done. It would be worse than like the UK or like Canada. Where, you know, and in the UK and Canada, there's like this weird sort of thing where if what you need is like some antibiotics or some painkillers, it's real fucking easy to get your needs met. Right. But if you have a serious condition, you're probably going to die before you get to see a specialist. And that's why a lot of people come from like Canada and the UK to the US, is because they have cancer or some other fucked up situation.
They don't have to wait 6 months to fucking see somebody.
Yeah. And so like that's the problem with the universal healthcare concept, is like it's better to allow the free market to make healthcare available to more people, because at the end of the day, you're going to get better treatment faster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, dude. Like the people that are on like Access or, you know, like whatever, you know, free healthcare without working. My fucking ex one time wanted to go to the fucking emergency room because she had a bad hangover.
That's one of the problems. Yeah, we have a lot of clients who treat the ER as like a fucking like attention-getting place, where they basically they're you know, they're feeling like they're not being heard, or they don't have enough attention from everybody. Oh, I got to go to the emergency room. I'm feeling sick.
Yeah,
it drives me nuts that we don't have the option to be like, no. Like, no, you're not. You're not going to waste the fucking resources. There's obviously nothing wrong with you. You're not going to the fucking hospital.
Yeah, so you guys have to take them.
We have to allow them to go by ambulance. We don't have to take them. An ambulance has to come.
Wow. All right. Do they pay that tab, or is the fucking taxpayers paying that tab?
Nope, taxpayers pay that tab. At the end of the day, well, everything that the clients have is paid by taxpayers. We're still less expensive than letting the county do it. We're like a third the cost if the county did it itself.
Yeah, that's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And a lot of these clients are conserved, so theoretically there is a legal pathway to say like, okay, this is the 10th fucking time. Yeah, we know they're not sick. Don't call an ambulance anymore. But they just won't do it because they don't want to take that risk that it's like the one time they fucking are sick.
Yeah.
Like, we've had clients that need to go to the emergency room, and we know because it's real fucking obvious when somebody's in crisis.
Yeah, if somebody's just walking up and they're like, you know, obviously
my arm hurts. I need to go to the hospital. It hurts really bad. You know, fuck off.
God damn it. Shit, I was trying to leave the fucking garage door open because it's a really nice day. But
a truck went by like
a fucking tractor, dude.
Oh, it was a tractor?
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this place is fucking weird.
Oh, but her funding, here's her funding. This is a quote from her, I'm assuming, on how she's going to get the funding. The federal government, using a combination of the Federal Reserve, a new public banking system, or regional and specialized public banks, public venture funds, and such other vehicles or structures that the select committee deems appropriate in order to ensure that interest and other investment returns generated from public investments made in connection with the plan will be returned to the Treasury, reduce taxpayer burden, and allow for more investment. That's all one fucking sentence, by the way.
It doesn't really say much, dude. But that's
it doesn't say at all how the funding is going to happen. That's just fucking words put together.
Yeah, that's a fucking lawyer putting that fucking sentence together, dude.
Well, I don't think Ocasio Cortez could write it like you know, CJ and Run level sentence. I'm sure as shit she didn't write that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obviously it would never go anywhere in the Senate, and probably not the House, because, you know, the House, even the House Democrats would be like, but we don't want to destroy our country entirely.
Right. Yeah, it's fucking. Yeah, there's a fucking a channel called Don't Walk Run Productions, I think it is. and he was like pointing out all the shit that she was like quoting as facts that were fucking way off, dude, like ridiculously off of reality. And she's like in front of this group of people, and he's like, dude, she says this, and these people are fucking applauding it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that is not remotely true. The idea is fucking insane, and these fucking idiots are fucking giving her standing ovations for it.
Well, it's the education system has been subverted by fucking like ideologues, and so like the problem is people aren't being taught reality or even like how to think. Mm-hmm. So you get these people who are adults who like literally are just fucking retarded.
All right. Yeah, they're literally just brainwashed, dude. They're fucking being convinced that this shit is fucking true, and it's not, again, not remotely fucking accurate, dude.
Yeah, if you remove all possible reason to excel, no one's going to try.
Very well.
You know what I mean? That's essentially what a lot of the leftist stuff right now is basically like. I mean, they're saying like, you know, billionaires are proof that the system is broken, and it's like, look, man, yeah, a lot of people who reach that level of wealth and power are very corrupt. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean that everybody who's done it is a bad person or didn't fucking like follow the right path or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, this is what happened in the Soviet Union and shit. And in the Ukraine, how fucking 5 million people died of fucking starvation because they assumed any farm that was doing well and making money was because the farmers were fucking corrupt. So they gave it
couldn't be that they worked harder.
Yeah, and they let people take over the farms or the government or whatever. People running the farms had no fucking clue how to run a fucking farm. Mm-hmm. And they were in charge of it now, just because they were, you know, poor before.
It's why South Africa is gonna fucking starve to death in like the next decade.
Yeah.
They're like, take all the farms away from the people that know what they're fucking doing and who have earned all the fucking, you know, wealth that they've gotten by farming really well in not a real hospitable climate for farming, and then just give it to a bunch of people because. You know, because they're black. That's what you do. You're like, oh yeah, well, white people shouldn't be able to farm. Well, the only people in your country that know how to farm are these folks. Yeah, but they're white. All right, well, have fun starving to death.
Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. Yeah, it's like they're just ignoring history. They're like, fuck history. Yeah, I guess that's where that saying about fucking those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it.
They're doomed to repeat it for sure. Well, I'm wondering. I think, like, what was it Sticks was saying? Sticks, Hex, and Hammer. That we're, like, basically on the precipice of either an intellectual rebirth where people are just, like, reject this bullshit entirely, or a real downslide where literally everybody just, like, goes along with the fucking insanity.
And fucking, oh, my God. I almost fucking want to, I almost don't want to live through this shit, dude. Like,
well, I'm wondering if it ends up being armed fucking rebellion at a certain point. Because that really does work. Like, the way they're going works in a situation where, like, the people are unarmed. But that's not going to happen. Like, you can't take the rabbit, or you can't put the rabbit back in the hat, as it were, at this point.
Yeah, there's too many guns out there, dude. Too many people that are going to be... it's too ingrained in us that, like, we have that right. You know, there's going to be too many people that are going to fight that. You know, just the people that are actually, not even just the people that are enrolled in the NRA, you know, which is a sizable fucking chunk.
Well, Oregon is pushing forth gun laws that essentially make it illegal to own guns. And the Supreme Court is now gearing up to fucking gun for them, so to speak.
Yeah, knock that shit down.
Yeah, so look for the near future to see a lot of gun laws being stricken, because I think the Supreme Court is actually going to start just tackling gun stuff for it, or at least it appears that the Supreme Court is starting to move towards that. So a lot of gun laws might get struck down because there are very few gun laws that are actually legal. Technically the government's not supposed to be able to make any laws that obstruct you from owning a gun in any way, or any kind of weapon. Actually, it doesn't even have to be guns themselves.
Right.
Technically, if you want to get real constitutional, you should be able to buy fucking like missiles and shit. I mean, like, if you go complete literal, definitions here.
I'm kind of surprised that they've managed to outlaw the fully automatic weapons.
In a lot of states they have. It's bizarre. I think that was a case where the Supreme Court was stacked against Republicans.
Right.
When that went through,
much more liberal fucking.
And also, I think by and large, people agreed with it. So it tends to be like if people are willing to go along with giving up their right voluntarily, it seems like the Supreme Court is less willing to step forward, and be like, no. So that's a little concerning. But I do have a feeling that a lot of the stuff in like Oregon and California and like all the other sort of like liberal states are going to start getting struck down. Because we do have, a 5-4 advantage at this point politically in the Supreme Court, which is kind of shitty because the Supreme Court really shouldn't be about politics. But unfortunately,
I mean, I don't know a better way to do it, but it seems like having just whatever administration happens to be in office when a seat is vacated. I don't know. I don't know a better way to do it, but yeah.
When the concept first started, the goal of everybody was to appoint judges that weren't biased because you wouldn't always be in power.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was like one of those cases where they were looking ahead and saying, like, let's just put the most middle of the road judge in because we don't want to fuck ourselves later just to fuck our opponent now, kind of thing. Like, you don't. And so everybody basically followed that sort of thing and it worked out. But now, unfortunately, it's turned into like you saw how like they were not going to like allow Brett Kavanaugh, based on blatant lies from some random fucking person that he never met.
Random crazy person, dude.
Well, like, and you've never even met her.
5 minutes to that bitch, and I don't know how you can't tell she's fucking insane, dude.
Well, it didn't even matter what she's saying. Like, I don't give a shit about how she comes off because none of what she said was verifiable. Yeah. And they still had a fucking hearing about it. And it's like, but none of what she's presented is true. Like, you don't have a hearing based on stuff that doesn't actually have a founding in fact. Like, that was completely unacceptable.
And he barely, I mean, it was, how close was he to not being nominated? It was pretty fucking close, dude.
Well, it went down to party lines. Like, I don't think it was ever really in doubt because it was always going to come down to party lines.
Yeah, although there were a few too many fucking rhinos that were, you know what I mean, kind of on the
they were basically making the whole thing take forever and dragging it out to help out their buddies politically. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, this bipartisanship, it's gotten fucking ridiculously worse, dude. Like, it's so
fucking
everybody's
like, oh, nobody's willing to talk or what do you call it? Damn it, when couples work together and compromise. Nobody's willing to compromise. And it's not true. It's the left that's unwilling to compromise. The right has routinely made offers to compromise and bargain on, and they continue to do so. And the left just will not negotiate in good faith. They will not debate in good faith. They will not compromise in good faith.
Yeah, well, look at the wall situation. Like, they're fucking basically refused to even come together to talk.
They won't even let time. They won't even let the representatives of the law enforcement agencies involved or the experts present facts to their House of Representatives.
Yeah.
Like, they won't even allow them to come in and be like, look, these are the numbers of people that are coming across. This is why it's an issue. This is what we, this is what we suspect based on what we know, kind of stuff. They won't even allow that.
Yeah. They don't want any kind of fucking data. They just want to fucking toe the fucking line.
Well, and that's not even
really disgusting. Is that again very fucking recently, within what 2 or 3 years, that was their opinion. Like, they fucking shared Trump's opinion until.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's all propaganda at this point. Like, I mean, it's very obvious. Like, they're making a real big push. They picked up Roger Stone. I think it was.
Yes, dude.
In like an insane fucking like police invasion of his home, like with fucking
totally unnecessary. Yeah.
Well, and especially considering that nobody was running away, nobody was trying to like flee the country. Like in that case, the standard operating procedure is to
just say, hey, we're coming to arrest you, or turn yourself in.
No, they call the lawyer and then he turns himself in.
Yeah.
It's standard thing to just call the lawyer and be like, hey, he has 24 hours to turn himself in.
Yeah. It's pretty it's really fucking disturbing, dude. That's the kind of shit that looks like a fucking police state.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's fucking insane.
They're trying to scare him. I guess it kind of worked on Michael Cohen.
I don't know, but Roger Stone is actually doesn't seem to be very afraid of anything. He's like, good luck.
He's fucking insane, dude. Gloriously insane.
He put out a video of him like, and he labeled it consorting with the enemy, and it was him drinking Russian vodka. It's just like, goddamn, dude, right on.
I'm telling you, dude, gloriously insane, that fucking dude.
Yeah. Oh, Rotten Sun says, do you expect the left to do that? Your expectations for them are high. I don't expect the left to actually negotiate in good faith. At this point, I don't think they're even capable of stepping outside that sort of party propaganda line, guidelines.
Yeah, I don't think they can. I think they're kind of caught now. You know what I mean? Like I think
they've allowed
tear them apart. They allowed the fanatics too much fucking power.
I think that's why they're counting on illegal aliens voting for them, and they're counting on dead people's votes. One of the new representatives, like one of the younger group of representatives. Hey, what's up, middleman? One of the new might actually be getting. One of the Democrats might be getting impeached in Pennsylvania, I believe it is. Wow. Because it was like over 1,000 votes from like illegal aliens and other shit that basically pretty much shows that she didn't win legally.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see. Because I don't know how Pennsylvania impeaches or doesn't impeach people in that case,
Yeah, I still don't understand why they're not doing that with the Senate race here, with Sinema winning. With all the write-ins, like she had lost until.
Well, it seems like your governor is basically like quashing any possibility of that.
Yeah, it's fucking disturbing, man.
Yeah, well, and what it takes is people got to get out in the streets and get angry. Except the problem is Republicans don't tend to demonstrate very often. They tend to just take over with weapons.
Right.
And that's why I have a feeling like this is eventually going to come to like blood in the fucking street, because at a certain point, the right wing is going to be like, look, you can't just temper tantrum your way into like the authority to kill whoever you want, and they're going to come back, and it's not going to be reasonable. It's going to be, everybody's going to be way beyond the level of like, let's talk about it, or we can come to some sort of agreement. At that point, it's just going to be like, well, we're going to start executing you. Okay? Yeah. All right, it's going to be a purge the other way.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's it's kind of worrisome here is like people in the state are pretty mellow for the most part, but once we get to that point, man, you know what I mean? Like it's just gonna fucking explode.
Yeah. Well, and Tom's making a point now. Anytime the right wing goes out to protest, Antifa and the Black Bloc shows up to just fucking assault them, and apparently, depending on what state they're in, the police do diddly shit.
Yeah. Here they don't do so much.
Yeah, well, your police will actually fucking take them down hard.
Yeah, here they get a pepper ball to the fucking nuts.
But
which is nice.
It's a fair point though that if the right wing goes out to protest, suddenly they're all racist and it's okay to attack them physically.
Yeah. Which again, even if they were, they're not. But even if they were, that still doesn't give you a fucking right to attack them, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. Yeah, it's
well, and it's the same old thing of like why freedom of speech matters so much. If you don't allow a group to talk, they become more and more extremist and more radicalized. So it's not like the right wing is crazy now, but give it time. More and more people are like, I think we need to kill these people. Yeah, like, I see that shit on Twitter.
Literally, we at this point we literally have no other recourse, because anything we try to do is fucking attack. So literally, this is all we can do at this point.
Well, and the votes are suppressed, or there's no voting ID laws like there are in most other countries. Right. There's no voting ID laws, so that, you know, we don't even have faith in our own elections. In a lot of cases, we don't have faith in our own elections.
Yeah.
You know, the what do you call it? The Electoral College will actually help prevent that from deteriorating as fast, at least that part of it, the faith in the elections part, because it sort of mitigates the popular vote issue.
Right.
But like in local elections in Congress, that's eventually going to start to get real nasty. The more it's allowed to continue and propagate this sort of like blatant voter fraud that's going on. Yeah, even if you do a silent protest, you get attacked rotten town. It doesn't matter what happens. It's silly. You know?
Right. Yeah, it's pretty fucking scary, man.
We've already reached the end of the world.
I know we've talked about and mentioned this a million times, but I fucking shudder to think what the world would look like right now if Hillary had gotten elected. How much fucking worse
cannot even imagine. Like, we might be in war with Russia at this point. Right. A lot of the stuff she was talking about. I mean, and to be fair, she's an old school politician, so what she says is definitely not what she's going to do. But if she followed through with even a third of the stuff she was talking about with Russia, they probably would have gone to war with us.
Yeah, Russia, Syria, probably too. Yeah.
Well, it might be American tanks rolling down the street in France, as opposed to like EU tanks rolling down the street and shooting tear gas into the crowds.
Yeah, they would probably be totally complicit with that. Yeah.
Which, you know, kudos to the yellow vests. I applaud that you thought you could have a revolution without blood, but that's not how revolutions work.
Right.
I mean, Macron was never going to step down. He was elected, whether it was because he lied about what he was going to do or not, doesn't matter. If you want to take somebody like that out of office, you have to kill them. You don't get to have a revolution without blood in the street. Like, that doesn't work any other way, unfortunately. That's just human nature.
Yeah, although there was, I can't remember what country it was, but
like Belgium or some shit.
There was a spot where basically what they did, like, instead of having the young angry people at the front of the lines, they would put like elderly people that had smiles on their faces in the front. You know what I mean? And like,
you're pretty smart. Yeah.
You're okay. All right. Government troops, you're going to have to fucking knock the teeth out of this fucking 80-year-old bitch that's fucking smiling at you and telling you that you remind her of her grandson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, there was one country that actually, the yellow vets actually displaced the leader. Like, the leader actually stepped down willingly. But it was like a really small Eastern European country. So Ron Jones is public execution. I don't have a horse in the race in France. Like, I would approve of the French people taking their country back, but at the end of the day, like, it's they want to give their country to fucking make it a caliphate. That's their fucking decision, not mine. I don't live there.
Well, the only thing that's scary about it is
have a revolution. If you're not going to have a revolution, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, the only thing that's scary with that is over time, more and more countries that just give in like that is making it. You know what I mean? That'll be more and more countries that can take over more and more countries.
That's why Islam is so dangerous. The politicized Islamism, or whatever you want to call it, but Islam is so dangerous.
Islam is political, dude. I don't fucking, dude. Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
Fucking religion, dude. It's not fucking a religion. It's control. It's fucking political.
Yeah. It's fucking. Well, and we should be working as hard as we can to stamp it out. In my opinion, it's pretty evil.
Yeah.
Oh, Gaming Yelling wants tacos. I thought you were gay, but you know, I'm not here to judge.
I like the shaved meat tacos.
Mad Metalman says there's a chance we'd have seen an influx of Islamic quote-unquote refugees without any vetting. There would have been a hot war between us and Russia. Israel would have had lost U.S. backing, lots of bad shit. So yeah, he actually points out a lot of other shit.
Yeah.
Caravans greeted with open arms, gun control measures, a lot of stuff going on in the U.S. that would have been really bad news.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how I can get a gun outside of California, so it doesn't have to be registered in California. I'm working on figuring that one out because I'd like to get at least a rifle.
Yeah, didn't Satan say he was registered in Florida or something? His gun
yeah. Well, I'm not talking about a CCW. I'm talking about getting like an actual functional gun because California basically makes everything you buy here unfunctional. So, like, I'd like to get some stuff that's not necessarily, you know, like it's not illegal, but it's not necessarily completely legal. This is a real gray line kind of shit.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That's one of those things I'm kind of trying to figure out. Like, what would be the way to get that done? I got to save up some cash and take a vacation or something. Go to like, you know, New Mexico or Arizona and pick up like a real gun.
Yeah, and like, hey, while I'm here, coincidentally, why not get a gun?
Yeah, some state where you don't have to register to buy one.
Right.
Because you should never have to register to own a firearm. That's silly.
Yeah, that is pretty wacky, dude.
Mad Metal wants us to be very careful with that. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely, dude, 100%. The reason, one of the things I'm looking at is how you then apply to have it legal in California. Like, what's the rules? Do you have to declare it at the border, that kind of thing? Like, be really careful with it. I'm also thinking it might be worth waiting for a couple of years to see what happens with the Supreme Court, and just get like a shitty 22 or 9mm handgun or something like that.
Yeah, when these laws start getting struck down, basically.
Yeah, when the laws get struck down, you know, get something better. But like, I might wait, or just fucking leave this state. I think it might be better to just leave California altogether. If I can.
That would be ideal. Yeah, or you can get a shitty AR-15 where you can't really hold the fucking thing.
I've already shown pictures of the AR-15 you have to have in California. My God, there's so many guns that are more effective than AR-15s anyway, even if they're not messed up.
Yeah, I wonder why the AR-15 got such a fucking horrible rap, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not even like the most dangerous weapon out there that you can own. Like, there's plenty of other guns that you could do a lot more damage with.
I think the AK-47 is still fucking pretty dangerous, dude.
I think the AR-15 got so popular, the Armalite, because it was and is one of the cheapest and easiest ways to build a decent rifle.
Yeah,
like, it's certainly not a great rifle, but it is a decent rifle, and you can build it really cheaply. There's a lot of aftermarket things. You can modify it very easily to do a lot of different things, hunting and sport shooting and all sorts of things.
Yeah, but all that applies to the AK too. I think it's even cheaper, dude.
But they needed something that looked like an assault rifle, and they look scary. Oh yeah, Mad Metalman put it just as I was saying, that ARs look scary, and they are pretty prevalent in movies and TV.
Yeah, is that the one that has like the one when they shoot it, it has like the fucking light, the 5 little light things that shoot off of it?
The what?
You know what I'm talking about? Like from the muzzle, you can see like a flash, like 5.
Oh, muzzle flash? It just that's every gun has muzzle flash.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, dude. It's like a fucking big, like 5 or 6 fucking thing, flash, little fucking. Oh, God damn it! Hold on, let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about, dude. Like it's somebody in the chat might know what I'm talking about. I know I can't fucking explain it.
Are you talking about like a suppressor, when they put like a suppressor on the front for the muzzle flash, and it just has like 5 little holes on the side that light up?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it shoots out in all directions. Like it shoots up and to the side, almost like a star pattern.
Yeah, I think you're talking about it like a muzzle flash suppressor.
Maybe
not muzzle. That's not the right term, by the way. So
let's see.
Break.
I'm trying to see a picture of it that really shows it.
I think it's a muzzle brake is what we're talking about here.
But yeah, in the movies for the longest time, especially during like the 80s, they would always show this fucking gun shooting, and they would have these 5 fucking little things that were going off the fucking.
Yeah, so this is what you're talking about, I believe, right here. Hold on.
Yeah, and I'd rather see video of it because a still picture doesn't exactly represent
okay.
it.
Well, this is so okay. So this is a muzzle brake, and when you shoot, like the muzzle flash goes in here, and it would light it up. All these things would light up, and it'd kind of shoot out the sides as well.
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
so I think that's what you're talking about. So if you're looking for video, look for muzzle brake video. Muzzle
BRAKE.
BRAKE. Yeah.
All right, let me go to YouTube first.
Yeah, not even the Russian espionage movies use like AKs. They're all using fucking AR-15s. Oh, AKs are always in the hands of Muslims in movies and TV now. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they all still use them again because they're incredibly cheap. They're easy. They're
super cheap to get them.
Yeah, very. I mean, because you can still put a lot of fucking.
Same with AKs though. To be fair,
a lot of ammo downrange, dude, really quickly with an AK.
Yeah, well, AKs and ARs are both fairly inexpensive. AK, I think, would be the better rifle, ultimately. If you had to choose between the two,
well, it's incredibly durable. Like, because I read a book about it, like how Kalashnikov won. You know, they had a contest to come up with a new assault rifle, and he beat out people like Tokarev and like people that had put out guns already. You know, like I think Tokarev actually came up to it, and he's like, "All right, well, I'm not winning."
Oh, muzzle brakes are meant to reduce recoil. Yeah, I forgot. I don't remember what they do, but I do. I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about, where like the fire goes out the sides. It's essentially divert some of the force so that it's not pushing back on you. It's pushing out to the sides.
Right. Yeah, but it was again
all
the fucking time. It would show that fucking people shooting it, and then fucking it would flash out and like 5 little fucking streams of light or whatever. Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, I'm tired of looking it up. Right, trying to find it. I no longer care. I mean, if you want to keep looking, go ahead. But
yeah, I don't think so. There's a lot of really dumb fucking videos. I mean, you just have to go like 80s gunfire lights or something like that, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Flash reduction. Know what that's doing? Muzzle flash.
I mean, part of that was just they probably made it look more pronounced for the sake of like,
yeah, dramatic effect or whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this one shows it. Come on, it's got to be nighttime.
Oh, there's even like all of this is tutorials on how to make muzzle flash more pronounced for 80s style effects.
See, I knew it was fucking. I remember seeing it in all the fucking action movies and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, even the video is not really. Fuck this. Dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I apologize for bringing it up, dude.
The flashes in the movies is because of the amount of powder being blasted out. That makes sense.
So it's pretty much doing it for effect. They're blanks. Yeah.
Blanks with a little more powder added in to make it look cool. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they throw a little magnesium or fucking something else in there. Make it look cool, man. You gotta make it look cool. Like those explosions and shit when like cars like get tapped on the freeway and just fucking explode into a ball of fucking raging inferno.
Oh man. The sound effects, I don't think they still do it, but like no matter how fast a vehicle was taking off, they would always do the squealing tire fucking sound.
Oh yeah.
There would be like a van that could not possibly squeal its tires.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that shit's fucking hilarious.
That just happens when you have no fucking tread on your tires.
Yeah.
like you could be going fucking 5 miles an hour, but you step on the gas. Yeah, it's because you got no fucking treads. You broke piece of shit. Get new tires.
Yeah, I had a little fucking Toyota Tercel that I did that with because I waited for as long as I could before I put new tires on it because I'm a cheap fuck.
Oh yeah, I pretty much wait for the tread to rip off, dude. Yeah. Like, I guess I have to get it changed now.
Oh, my tire blew out. I'm riding on metal. That makes sense. All right, it's time to get new tires.
Yeah, that's what
the tread just rips off, dude. It's not like
especially the Toyota Tercel.
No,
if
you haven't had your tire blow out because you've been riding on the fucking metal fucking wires and shit in your tire, you haven't been riding it long enough then.
That's still got some go in it, man. You still got a couple thousand more miles.
Got another fucking cross country trip in them.
Like, all right, well, we can't really get back home anyway. Fuck it, let's keep going.
Yeah, like right now I'm going to run the tires on my car until they're bald because fucking it's like $700, $800 for a new set of tires for my car.
Yeah, for the longest time I got nothing but fucking used tires.
I didn't even know you. Okay, I bow to your superior like thriftiness. I did not know you could buy used tires. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, you're pretty much better off buying new ones, dude, because you're going to be changing out the used tires all the fucking time.
Wow.
I have found a loophole in the system.
Uh-oh.
What you do is you pull into a parking lot very near a tire shop, stab your tire, and then drive to the tire shop. They'll give you really good deals on used tires if you have a flat that you drove there on.
Wow.
I love that you gotta fucking stab your own tire to get a deal.
Oh man, that's fucking awesome.
Oh man, I don't know if that'd work in my town, but I applaud your fucking ingenuity, sir.
At the moment, I'm driving on one fairly new tire and 3 old as shit used tires. All 3 of those used tires, I stabbed my old ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, those 3 tires have a stabbing in the very near future.
The one tire I have to get replaced right now is my spare tire.
Well, that's just because you're fat. You got to walk for that.
No, it dry rotted in the fucking because it's
your spare tire has dry rot. You just need to shower more.
Yeah,
you got to lift the folds and really scrub in there.
Yeah. But I got a can of Fix-A-Flat if worse comes to worse. So I'm not totally shit out of luck because why not have a can of Fix-A-Flat like $5? But yeah, I put that spare tire on and like came out the next morning one time and I'm like, oh, that's already flat. That shit. Nothing quite like that. You're like, oh, the spare tire is flat too. Great.
Yeah, that usually only lasts for like a day, maybe.
Yeah, no, it was literally like it happened in the like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, which is after most of the tire shops close. I put the spare tire on because I got a flat in like the parking lot of some hardware store. And that's also when I found out whoever fucking did the tires last fucking gunned them all the way down to like 300 torque pound, 300 pounds of torque because I couldn't fucking take them off. And I had to get like a 6-foot long cheater bar at the hardware store. And it bent the fucking spare tool getting off the fucking lug nut. So I was not happy about that one.
Why the fuck would you? Isn't that like you're almost snapping them? Aren't you almost snapping shit when you're getting it that fucking tight?
Well, the problem is when you use the air hammer, you're supposed to put a torque stick between the socket and the air hammer. And if you don't, it goes to like 250 pounds of torque. Average, I'd say. If you put the torque stick on there, depending on which car you have, it might only go to like 60 to 100 or 120 foot-pounds of torque, depending on what your vehicle's supposed to have.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified that because up until you fucking said that, the numbers didn't make any fucking sense.
A lot of Toyotas are 76 foot-pounds of torque is what you need to tighten down like most Toyotas, or at least that was what you needed. I haven't worked in cars for a while, so.
Yeah, that's close enough. But we don't need exact figures, dude.
Yeah, well, on average, between like 80 and 100 foot-pounds of torque, a truck is like 120 to 140, 150.
So it's basically done down more than double than what it needed.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And that's one of the things that always used to piss me off when I worked at the tire shop because I'm like, look, this fucking 90-pound soccer mom that's driving that minivan is never going to be able to change that spare tire on the side of the road when it goes flat for whatever reason. Like you need to fucking do it right.
Yeah, it is pretty fucked up. Needs more power.
Well, it was easier. It was 30 seconds quicker if you didn't put on the torque stick.
Oh, Jesus. That's beautiful.
Yep. Now that got boring as shit, so I don't know what we're talking about now.
Let's go back to the stupid muzzle flash thing. That was fun.
No, I got something that actually I thought was pretty fucking funny. Apparently, Chris Hansen got arrested on in January 16th.
Please
No,
say
it's bad checks. I'm sorry, it's not child molestation.
God damn it!
That would have been fucking. That's what I hoped for when I read it. Even though I know that's fucked up, I was like, oh, please tell me he was touching a kid. Or like just exposing himself in a hotel or some shit, you know?
Like hell, I'll even offer one of your kids as the fucking bait. Let's make this real.
Oh god, that would have been pretty funny. But no, it was buying promotional stuff for he's trying to bring the show back, I think. So it was all marketing shit that he was buying, and he bought it all with bad checks. 13,000 worth of bad checks.
Christ.
Wow.
I truly thought I had this covered. I'm scrambling to get it done. Please give me till the end of the day. I sold a boat to cover the rest of this and need to pick up the payment this afternoon. But it's a Class D felony, so have to see how that plays out.
Wait, it's a what?
It's a Class D felony because it's $13,000 worth of bad checks.
I didn't even realize they went that fucking low for felonies.
Yeah. Well, I would assume most bad checks are like misdemeanors. Like, so in order to get arrested for bad checks, like you have to write a lot of them.
Well, no, I just I knew that there was Class A, Class B, and then rarely you had also Class C's, which I was assuming were, I don't know. Never mind.
Class D felony. It's like it's a felony in name only. We needed to call it something.
We just want Chris Hansen to officially be a convicted felon.
Well, he's not convicted yet. I think if he remits the funds, it'll probably go away. Most likely, if he just pays up the money, they'll be like, all right, fine, whatever. You're Chris Hansen. We'll let it go. Maybe he'll have to do some fucking like community service or some bullshit. And then his next show will be to catch a bank check fraud or something like that.
Right. It'll just be them. They're setting him up. That would have been a good show. And trying to catch a predator, and they're busting him for writing bad checks.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking hilarious.
Damn
he
it.
thinks he's all, why don't you have a seat over there? And it's actually like the fucking like whatever you call like the bank police who show up, and they're just like, you know,
they're like, no,
why
Chris,
don't you have a seat?
The bank police.
The ones that do the white collar crime. I don't know what they call those people. Yeah, you're probably right. The bank police is probably not the correct term.
I know for a fact that that's not the right term.
Are you sure? Damn.
Oh man, barely a felony. Yeah. And you're going to tell me that people from Denmark aren't Denmarkian.
You have thoughts sometimes that should never have been born.
The amount of times that the things you say are just met with stunned silence. Spectacular.
Hey, you gotta have skills, man. Oh, so you see,
I imagine that like the things that go on inside your brain is essentially just like Ocasio or it's just
wait a second. Hold up now.
Are you sure you want?
I can string a coherent sentence together when I want to. I don't think she could, even if she wanted to.
She's very manic, dude.
I'm not a fanatic. I'm not like a religious fanatic, at least. That's for that. Changing the topic mysteriously for this gay black dude.
Quick! I looked down to the topic.
Look over here.
So have you heard this weird shit about Jussie Smollett? Sure, I'm saying that fucking name right. No wonder he's like black and gay. But the Empire star who claims he got attacked by MAGA people who put a noose around him and were like chanting MAGA at him.
Oh yeah, like this is MAGA country, and then he waited with the noose around his neck for 30 minutes before calling the police.
That checks out.
Yeah, this sounds pretty fun. And there's no footage. Like the police are like, we haven't found anything to back up what he claims. Like, apparently they haven't seen anybody at this point even matching the description he gave. Like, they didn't find a container that supposedly whatever liquid he said was thrown on him was there. It essentially looks like total horse shit.
Yeah. Hoax, dude, that never happens, dude.
Oh, after the attack, not only did he wait 30 minutes, he fucking returned to his apartment. And his manager called the police from there about 40 minutes later.
That's glorious, dude.
Yeah, so, and then he even went to the extent of getting cuts and scrapes on his face. So I wonder maybe he just got mugged and then fucking made up all this other shit because he's like, I got all these fucking battle wounds. I better make it count.
Okay.
Wow. Either that or he actually inflicted those wounds on himself, dude. Holy shit. I like to believe that's what happened, dude. Like
you never know. Like some of the people that do this shit go pretty far. Let's see. There was another one that looked like it was similar in this sort of like fake bullshit thing.
Hello, Gaming and Yelling. How you doing?
Hey, what's up,
Gaming?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Buenos dias, senora.
What the fuck is that, senora?
I don't know.
Señorita? I don't know.
Oh, senora, yeah, it's a older woman.
That's what I so that means you're younger.
Senora usted? Or ustedes or something like that?
You should probably stop.
Stick to English. You butcher English as it is.
Oh, man.
And Antifa, whatever the fuck you call them. Antifa.
Yeah, all the names. Yeah.
Antifa.
Oh no, the lead singer of U2.
That was pretty good. I genuinely didn't know that was Bono.
All right, if you ever refer to Cher's ex-husband, please call him Sonny Bono.
Oh, is that where I got Bono from? It was his Cher's ex-husband is
dude.
Bono, and then the other guy's Bono.
I don't know what goes on in your fucking head, dude. I'm trying to figure that shit out.
Oh, but there was another one that looked like it was total faked. It was a restaurant owner shocked by anti-immigrant message written on the receipt. So supposedly somebody wrote like, don't tip immigrants on the back of a receipt.
And why would immigrants be?
How would they even fucking know?
Yeah.
And it was in a New Jersey restaurant too, which makes it even less likely. Like I buy it even less.
Because people from New Jersey don't exist.
I just think people from
place.
New Jersey are more likely to be a lot more straightforward. Like, fuck that, that spick or whatever. Like, I don't think they say, like, no tip for immigrants.
Yeah, that place
I don't think
weird,
they'd be that fucking, like, sideways about their insult. They'd be like, I don't like them fucking Mexicans.
Yeah, the insult or the racism was way too polite.
Yeah, exactly. It's more polite than I think that they would be in New Jersey.
Who's going to pump your gas since you guys can't do it yourselves?
The guy wrote, I can only assume that they heard our American multilingual server speak Spanish to another employee. I'm utterly shocked at this blatant ignorance. I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. Essentially, I'm guessing somebody didn't tip, so somebody wrote that shit on the back of a receipt to fucking make them look bad. Because that's what it's happened every fucking time these stories come out. That's what's happened. So
it's a pretty safe bet.
I'm just betting the odds. The odds are good that it's total fake.
Hi, Matt Metalman, or for his initials.
MMM?
We got to get somebody we got to get somebody watching the show whose initials are wow, 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 wow.
We need that too. Yeah.
We need a Denmarkian on the show.
Denmarkian.
He's like, I'm not letting it go.
I don't know. I thought it was Sonny Boner. Yeah. Sonny Boner.
Jesus Christ. We even told you how to say it and you still fuck it up.
I was reading the chat. That was Mad Metal Man's comment.
Don't drag him into your nonsense, dude.
I like the idea of calling him Sonny Boner, though. That's pretty funny.
I do like Sonny Boners.
Is he still alive, or is he the one that actually died from skiing and hitting a tree?
I think he broke his leg on that. I don't think he died. Yeah.
No, he died. He died from that.
No shit.
Death by tree.
Yeah, I don't believe you. trying to fucking.
Well, I
tell
know
me
he's
he died
dead. He's
in
dead.
that
Yeah, he
Costa
died
Rica
in April
island.
or January of 1998. Let's see, death. When he hit a tree while skiing. You're right. No, I thought he'd only broke his leg or his arm doing that. Maybe he did that before.
Wow. If I broke my leg, I probably still would. Never mind. I was gonna say I'd probably fucking quit skiing, but I probably wouldn't.
So
I'm that
after
kind
his
of
death, they
dumbass.
said he'd been addicted to Vicodin and Valium. That's awfully nice to point out. Like, well, my husband dead. I guess I can tell you all his problems.
Yeah, kind of like Patton Oswalt and his ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had fucking all this shit, fentanyl and fucking all this shit in her system. Like nobody needed to know that, Patton. Sounds like something that somebody killed his wife would say.
You really, really are on that, man.
Yeah.
Like every time we talk about like celebrities, it's like fucking Patton Oswalt's a murderer.
No, he did. What are you talking about? He did exactly the same thing that you're fucking just talking about.
No,
Not
she
a
was
bad
just like,
fucking-
she was like, now that my husband's dead, let me air out all this dirty laundry for no reason whatsoever.
How is that?
It wasn't
different
even
than
like
I
he
did?
died in a suspicious way, though. He just died. Like, poor skiing, poor bastard.
Nah, she steered him into that tree. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. Oh no, Patton Oswalt is a fucking dick, though. No. Yes, Mad Metalman, you are correct.
And a murderer. I mean,
Oh no, I don't disagree. I think he did murder that woman for sure.
Yeah, I didn't used to think so, but now it's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
the
it
more you read
explains his
about that,
behavior.
the more you're like, something's fucking wrong there. And he didn't follow Satan's rule, or he'd have gotten away clean.
Well, he did.
My wife just disappeared. I don't know where she went. She must have run off somewhere.
She said something about burying herself in a shallow grave somewhere, but I don't know what that.
No, I think that the whole thing Satan was talking about is you just don't want to have the body found at all.
Yeah, no evidence.
Yeah, and then
Although
make
they
sure there
can
is no
convict
body.
They can convict you without a body nowadays.
Oh, they can? I thought the habeas corpus thing, dude. I thought they had to have a body.
No, I think it's changed. I don't know if that's universal, but I think there's plenty of places where you don't necessarily need the body anymore. Like, let's say they fucking,
Do they at least have to have like
Cement.
evidence to prove that the person's dead?
I assume they have to
Like
have
we
something.
found enough blood from that person to say that they definitely didn't survive that.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
that's how it works.
Blood is included in the body thing. No trace evidence. Period.
No. I'm just saying, like for convicting somebody without an actual physical body.
Yeah, you have
Like,
to have
I know that they
pretty
can
strong
claim
evidence.
the blood.
I'm
but...
just saying, no trace evidence.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, you don't leave evidence
Yeah,
at
if
all.
you're gonna
I'm,
get away
I'm
with
not
it.
talking
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't leave the fucking house. Don't think that you wash the stains all out and then they come in with the luminol and see all the fucking blood everywhere.
Well, that's why you got to
Burn that
bleach
fucking
everything.
house to the ground.
No, not just bleach, ammonia.
Oh, ammonia bleach. Okay.
And just burn the place down.
Okay, well, I know bleach leaves traces that show up in like the luminol, like it shows the bleach, like they can tell where you've bleached. So is ammonia like something that doesn't get picked up by luminol or something?
Yep.
The more you know.
Oh, interesting. That's very clever. And pull apart that drain and make sure the fucking ammonia gets into the threads, right?
All right.
This is a show where you get quality information. Ammonia destroys DNA. Okay, good to know. That was blood from a neighborhood dog. I don't know what happened.
Let's change the name of the show to How to Get Away with Murder.
They already have that show. It was good for the first season, then it became garbage.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think that's one of those shows that like old people watch on fucking like right after Matlock or something. Let's see. I thought this was kind of funny. This has happened before too. I remember some chick had like a picture of her with like a Confederate flag in the background and got in trouble. So apparently, like, you get suspended at school for shit you do when you're not at school too. Now it's not just work.
Oh wow!
So these fucking these students were doing like, you know, like they were like Southern Pride, the fucking, what do you call that? The Jolly Roger. The Jack or something like that.
What the fuck are you
Union
even talking
Jack?
about now?
The fucking Southern flag.
What do words mean?
The stars and bars?
The Stars and Bars. I thought it was also called the Union Jack.
No, that's
fucking British.
Yeah, that's the British flag. Dude.
There was another term for it. I just can't remember what it was.
Yeah,
Definitely not the fucking
I'll
Union Jack.
tell you. I'll tell you in a moment. My brain's still not fully functioned.
Yeah, but I think it's funny now they're suspending
That's
like
people complaining
random
about the
kids for
wrong
shit
war
they do
being
when they're not
lost.
there. Yeah. Like, I don't even understand this now. Like, how do you suspend a kid when they're not even in school? Like, you did shit while you were at home and not under our authority. You can't come back to school for a week.
Southern Cross?
No, I mean,
the Southern
that's
Cross
one
is in that fucking
Rebel flag.
no,
flag.
it's a name. It's a name for it too, the Southern
Yeah.
Cross. But
Oh, it is the
that's
Southern
just-
Cross? Okay.
Yes, but it's not. It's not what he's looking for. Trust me. I know what he's trying to say, but I'm trying to look for it myself.
It is also known as
The Southern Cross doesn't exist. It's only the Northern Star.
right.
Shut the fuck
the
up.
Southern Hemisphere isn't. Southern Hemisphere isn't real.
It's from an anime movie. There was like the Northern Star and the Southern Cross, two different schools of martial arts.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm not
You're
making
saying
it better.
words and I'd like you to stop.
You have the power to mute them. Why are you not using it?
Because I'm playing League of Legends.
Faggot.
Oh no, you're playing that terrible game? How did you play that game? It's awful. I just feel obligated because I always say that stupid shit. So.
Oh, the Stars and Bars was the original one. It's actually a completely different design, it says. Okay. It's often incorrectly referred to as the Stars and Bars. Okay. It
Oh, I'm
says
looking this
Rebel
shit up.
flag, Dixie flag, Confederate battle flag, and Southern Cross. That's the only ones I'm saying, other than obviously just the Confederate flag. I'm not seeing any-
There's another one. There's another name.
All right, dude. And fucking Costa Rica isn't an island. I got it, dude.
Somebody calls it the Dixie swastika or the loser's trophy. Like, damn, dude.
I know it's something to do with the Tennessee battle flag. That's the other name, but I can't think of it.
Let's see, Southern Cross. I'm only seeing Southern Cross and Stars and Bars.
Yeah, well, again, Stars and Bars apparently was the name of the original.
Oh, the Naval Jack was one of the battle flags of the Northern Virginia.
That's one, the Naval Jack.
Yeah. And then there's Rebel flag and Dixie flag. So Naval Jack must have been what I was thinking. All right.
Right.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay! Status was close to being right about something.
And it was I think it was called
Let's not say that.
I think it was called the Tennessee Naval Jack. That's what the Tennessee Army would wear. They were the first ones to use that type of Confederate flag because there were 3 different Confederate flags.
Hey, Jinx is here. Satan's very favorite person. God damn. Ugh. Man, I fucking hate that. You take like a nap and you wake up and you're like more tired than when you took the nap.
Yep.
Fucking hate when that shit happens. Well, yeah, I'm fucking old. That's what shit that happens. You got that to look forward to, Satan. Don't worry.
I do not. I will die. God damn it! I fucking better.
Nah, you're probably gonna make it to at least 45, 50 years old. You realize that, right?
I really fucking hope not, dude. Like I'm dead serious. If I live too much longer, then I'm gonna end it anyway.
Well, you know, at least do it upright, like fucking strap a bomb vest on and like blow up a mosque yelling like Allahu Akbar or something.
No, don't do that. Do something else.
It'd be ironic. I mean, if you're gonna go, make it into like something that people can laugh at.
Yeah, death should be hilarious. So that's a good point.
If you're gonna suicide, you know, make it fun.
I disavow.
I don't know this person. I'm here against my will.
It should be noted for any legal people. We're just fucking joking. Satan might not be, but we are. Just saying.
At least 75% of us are joking.
Yeah.
I just want people to die.
Yeah. I just want people to die, and I want.
In 2020, I am voting for whoever is most likely to lead us to Armageddon.
So you're gonna write in Ocasio-Cortez's name?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you heard anything about her Green New Deal, but that's going to kill a lot of people if that ever came. I mean, it's not going to happen, but if it ever came into effect, that would fucking be it. 100% sustainable energy we should all be on. No more greenhouse gas emissions from anything.
So 12 years.
Universal income, universal health care, and guaranteed jobs for anybody that wants a job.
Thing is, though, universal basic income wouldn't be a terrible idea if we're talking about essentially what would make fucking teenagers happy for fucking spending money. That might be viable.
Oh, so it's not enough to live off of.
Essentially be enough to keep homeless people from starving, and that's about it. If you're trying to pay rent on that, no. Like anything more than you can possibly.
Well, the thing I see with universal basic income is why would then not every rent just go up to compensate? You know what I mean? Like everything would just start. Everybody would just start charging more. Like as much as I don't want that to be the case, like it'd be nice if you had a way to make everybody happy, but I don't think you can do that.
Then let's just make nobody happy.
Well, I like the idea of, homeless people not starving to death. Like that actually sounds kind of nice. But I wondered that if everybody started getting extra money, wouldn't they just raise rent and fucking utilities would go up and shit like that?
Yeah, kind of how college tuition happened after all the loans were guaranteed or whatever.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you what, you know what goes up immediately after Social Security goes up for any of the clients I work with, because they all get like disability through Social Security. The second any Social Security goes up, all the fucking programs raise their rates to take just as much as it went up more.
Wow, it's fucking crazy.
Yep. Mad Middleman makes a very good point. Kill the homeless and they won't starve.
Actually, yes. You know what?
All
right, good job. Good job, Mad Middleman. You actually said something I agree with.
Well, Metal Pants 2020, Metal Man is the president, me as vice president. I can guarantee we will kill a lot of people. Lots of people. Almost indiscriminately.
You can feed the homeless, like you can do a Soylent Green type thing, dude. Feed the homeless to...
I say we feed the communists to the homeless. That would be the most fitting demise for the communists.
Yeah, fatten up the homeless and then feed the homeless to... Yeah. All right.
No, feed the communists to the homeless.
Yeah, fatten up the homeless. Then you can feed the homeless to whoever, dude.
Can we feed them to something that will feed the livestock? Use them to fertilize like the... Oh,
vegans.
Yeah.
There you go.
Vegans. We'll use vegans to fertilize the fields to grow crops.
I'm close to blowing up.
Uh-oh.
And not in a good way.
You gonna go? You gotta go to the bathroom then, I assume?
No, this conversation's pissing me off. It's so fucking retarded that I'm losing brain cells.
It's literally offending.
What did you expect?
The conversation's so bad it's literally offending you, dude. That's fucking awesome.
That's what we do.
Kind of our thing.
But yeah, Metal Pants 2020. Vote us for president.
Do it.
I wonder if somebody, like, obviously not me and Metal Man, but like somebody who actually had like a following, like PewDiePie or some shit level following, somebody like they could actually get a good run at the presidency. Like, I don't think they'd win, but enough to make it like make the politicians real nervous, like some fucking YouTube guy. It's like, I want to be president.
Well, actors already done that. I mean, there's Donald Trump and there's Ronald Reagan. So
Yeah. But I mean, they had like, I think they had more. Well, Reagan and Schwarzenegger for sure had much larger followings than YouTube celebrities. But yeah, I'd just be interested to see. Like, I'd love to see the campaign at the very least.
Yeah, but nigger can't be president, so I'm happy about that.
Wait, what?
I said nigger can be president, so I'm happy about that.
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
Hey, we already had one. All right, don't forget about Bill Clinton.
Mad Metalman says, "Okay, link me." All right, I got you, sir.
All right, since he's here, can I go now?
You want to go play your whatever your fucking League of Legends shit?
Oh, I'm already doing it.
What the fuck are you bitching about?
Earth.
Oh,
Fucking
by the way,
Earth.
what
humanity, reality.
What ranking did you pop in?
I haven't placed yet. I've only played 2 games.
I only played 1 game and it instantly put me in iron.
Because you're garbage.
Iron 4.
They know
Iron
you well.
4. 1 match and I was placed in iron 4.
I could have told you that. Do you want to know why?
No.
Because you're a trash player. You're only slightly better than Stabby.
I thought it was going to be something nice that he said.
You thought Satan was going to say something nice?
Well, the last
You're retarded.
well, the last game that we played together, my fucking piece of shit ADC kept fucking feeding and playing like a stupid fuck. He was 0 and like 7, and I was like, "What is going on?"
Well, that's probably your fault too.
Yeah, why is it my fault, you piece of shit?
Because it's always the gays.
Yeah, whatever. Get the fuck out of here now.
You're free to go, goddammit.
You made fun of poor innocent defenseless gaming. Why would you do that?
I was bored.
All right, fair. Good reason. Your logic is impeccable, sir. All right, let's see. I got more funny shit here. This was a great criminal fucking mastermind here. So the Austin Police Department busted this kid for robbing a bank. He took an e-scooter home, one of like the Uber e-scooters.
So they had to register for that with his real name?
Yeah, no, it's connected to his fucking like email and his fucking credit card. So I just love the fact that he took something that he used his own fucking credit card to pay for.
You would think he would have cash on hand. He could just get a cab.
Well, he went to rob a bank. I'm sure he didn't have cash before, so he had to use. I mean, he could have Ubered to the bank. I mean, that would have been easier.
Yeah. Well, he took.
No, he actually did it to get home. You're saying, right?
Yeah, to get away.
Yeah. Like, dude, you could have just gotten in a fucking cab with all the cash you just robbed.
When he specifically went in and asked for only the hundreds and fifties in an envelope. That's the part that's real weird.
How much did he get away with? I mean, he obviously didn't get away. How much did they give him?
Let's see.
They probably
it doesn't
put
say.
Money in there. They're like, here, this is all we got, you fucking dumbass.
Well, he just asked for it. Like, he gave him a note. He didn't even like show a gun or anything. I don't. It doesn't say how much he stole.
Well, all we know, he's going to be in prison for a very, very long time.
Yeah, he's held on an $18,000 bond. He's going to be in jail for, what is it, like 15 years or something like that? 10, 15 years, I think. Most likely for that crime.
I think it would be more than that for robbing a bank.
I don't know, actually.
Does like being your first offense make any difference in a situation like that?
Nope.
Honestly, it all depends on whether or not it was a state or a federal bank. If it was a federal bank, then yeah, you're going to jail for pretty much fucking ever. If it was a state bank, they don't give a fuck.
Like, yeah, we don't care about those fucking banks. Thinking of robbing them ourselves.
So it's like a federal is like a life sentence, and then if it's a state one, like it's somewhere you get as low as like 3 years, 1 and 3 years in prison.
No, I mean it's not that fucking low, but it's way fucking lower than you get if it was a.
Yeah, a federal one. Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to find. Oh, that was just for robbery. My bad. Hold up. Let me see it here.
Bank robbery.
Let's see. For bank robbery, it's 7 years, and then the second conviction is 25 years, and then 25 years after for each other bank robbery.
Bankery?
Bankery.
Every fucking bankery you do, adding years.
You and words is bad.
I took a nap. I'm too tired to do this. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, yeah, it really does depend on like what state you're in. Like the federal laws are the same everywhere. Like you basically just disappear. They send you to Gitmo.
They send you to a federal prison because those are actually kind of nice. They got swimming pools and shit.
It depends. They have federal supermaxes too.
Oh, Jinx's clones got away. Apparently, just a bunch of clones running around. Have fun, Jinx. That doesn't make any sense to me either.
She's talking about her kids?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, kids. I suppose you could refer to kids as clones.
You could, but why wouldn't you just refer to them as food?
That's what furries are. I mean, kids aren't furries, right? I hope.
The fucking costumes that I saw for Halloween at Walmart would beg to differ. Why the fuck were there so many goddamn furry? There's too much furry shit.
Oh, no. Take it over. Yeah, that's what the revolution's going to be about. Wiping out furries. Wiping out furries and communism. Mostly furries.
Mostly furries. Well, I mean, if you had to choose.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, really. It's like half a fucking TikTok at this point. It's just weird, creepy, furry shit.
Well, it's furries and then people dunking on furries. Like, that's all of TikTok.
Well, no, there's also a bunch of people who try to like cosplay and pretend to be the opposite gender.
They don't do it very well though. They do it very, very poorly.
Oh, like the traps and shit on TikTok? I don't know, man. I don't really pay that much attention. I just know that they're there. Oh, and then there's like a bunch of fucking like underage thoughts that everybody fucking follows, apparently. There's like, I think 3 or 4 girls that are on there that are like 16 years old who have like ridiculously massive followings of like all dudes.
But again, that's kind of always internet. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think that was one of the problems with Musical.ly originally, wasn't it? Like that there were too many weird pedos on there. And now it's like TikTok is taking over for Musical.ly, and there's too many weird pedos on there. Like, you have teenagers making inappropriately sexual content on the internet. Like, pedos are going to show up, apparently. That's just how that works.
Yeah, why don't you ban the fucking teens? The pedos will go somewhere else.
And the children from life. I'm voting Democrat in this next election just because they want to kill children.
They don't necessarily say that, but that's what they intend.
I'm not even clear. Can somebody explain to me what the fuck is this new law? I haven't catched up on this shit.
Essentially, you can abort a fetus after it's been born.
You're kidding, right? Are you
no.
kidding?
What?
No.
If it's like in the
serious.
process of being born, you can still abort it if the doctor deems it medically necessary or psychologically necessary for the health of the mom.
If the fetus comes out, it's no longer a fetus. It's
a
already
baby.
A
They can just stick it in a
baby.
fucking bucket of water, essentially.
Wow. That's fucking disgusting, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because initially they were saying, like, well, all the way up to the 3rd trimester, and then the Republicans were like, "Would you need to define that a lot more? What do you mean up to the 3rd trimester? Like right before the baby comes out? Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah, dude, the late term, like, I'm not fucking pro-life, but dude, late-term abortions are fucking horrible, dude.
Let me just state that feminism and women who support that are fucking monsters. I've always said this, and I'm still gonna say I'm pro-abortion because I'm pro-abortion when it comes to necessity, emergencies. We're talking other incest, rape, or the fetus or the mother are in danger somehow or whatever. That is the only way that I support abortion. Going too far when it's already a fucking baby, that is fucking retarded and stupid, and it should be illegal because that's fucking murder right there.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking horrible.
A fetus, when it has no fucking brain or feelings, or you can't, doesn't have a heartbeat, that's fine. It's not a fucking living creature. But once it has like all its organs and can feel pain and all that shit, that's a fucking baby already. That's why I say that. Because there's people like there's a lot of people on the far right and on the right that say, "Oh, a fetus is the baby, and you're just killing babies," and this. And I'm like, "Fuck you! No, it's not. Stop!" Like Ben
I think if somebody's using it as birth control, like if you're on your fucking, like, if you've got 10 punched on your ticket and the 11th one is free, they should just execute the mom.
See, like Ben Shapiro is one of those assholes that says, "Oh, it's a fetus is a baby. Doesn't matter what term it is. It's a baby, and you're murdering babies."
Well, if you don't intercede, it will become a person ultimately.
But it's
like,
that's
fair point.
I'm talking before it's actually an actual baby. But this guy says, "Oh no, since the moment it's been placed and there's a baby already." Bullshit. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not fair to call it a baby, but it is a life. Because if you don't intercede, a person happens. Like I understand where they're coming from. I don't necessarily like. I don't really side on either side of it. Like, don't get me wrong here.
And I don't know why.
I don't really have a horse in the game there. I don't really care, but.
And I don't know why Christians are so pro against abortion. In the fucking Bible, God himself teaches you how to have an abortion. God shows you how to have an abortion. Where is this? Oh, God doesn't want you to have abortion. He fucking teaches you in the Bible how to have an abortion. People are fucking retarded.
Is being Christian. Like, I don't understand why that's surprising.
I hate humans.
Inherent being a Christian is like, you have to be a hypocrite. Hey, what's up, man, middleman?
Yeah. Cognitive dissonance is a kind of mandatory.
Yeah,
it's being any kind of fervent religious person.
Like my brother, he's super fucking religious and Christian and shit, and he's against abortion, and I'm like, why? Your fucking God gives you a recipe how to fucking commit an abortion. Why are you against that? He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, do I need to show you? He's like, yeah, because I don't think you're telling the truth. I fucking go into the Bible. I show him the verse that tells a woman to like pick up some dirt and herbs and take it to a priest and put it in a water, and the priest blesses it, and then you drink it. And if it's a fucking adultery baby, then your belly will swell and the fetus will be aborted and this and that. And he's like, well, maybe he doesn't interpret it the way he's supposed to. Them. I'm like, it's showing you how to do murder. I'm like, why are you so fucking stupid and fucking washed into your fucking retarded religion? It's showing you how to do murder. I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Get the fuck out of my house. And I kicked him out, fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. They always gotta whitewash or try to fucking flip over something and make it like if it's not what it is. It's showing you to commit murder. No, it doesn't. How about when the Bible says that, oh, you should kill all the men and women and the tribes that supposedly the Israelites were supposed to, but if they're young women who not touched by man, you could keep them. I'm like that. Yeah, that's fucking Christ-like.
Yeah, you can keep them as sex slaves, dude. That's religious.
It doesn't say that, but it says to keep them. You know, but you know why you're gonna keep them.
It says to keep them as wives. At that time, that's kind of what that meant. If you were to conquer somewhere, you either kill the men or make them slaves, and you fuck the women. Whether you just turn them into fucking whores and slaves, and you fuck them that way, or you marry them. No, like let's not forget what fucking time period we're talking about. That's what fucking happened. Yeah, it was kill the men, rape the women. That's what it was.
Yeah, and in the Bible, God said it was okay. So hey.
Yeah, there's plenty of shit that's one thing I've noticed about a vast majority of the Christians, especially the fucking fanatical ones, have not read much of the Bible. Read very little of
that's what makes Christianity a more tolerable religion than Islam right now, because they don't actually follow it. If they actually followed it, it'd be just as bad.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh man, you guys made gay men, metal men go.
What?
Oh, he muted himself.
Did somebody say Coke?
Yeah, I heard Coke.
That's what I heard.
I have no idea what the fuck.
Now, what you're gonna do is you're going to give me Coke, or I'm gonna fucking cut you.
Yeah, that's.
I wanna see.
All right, I need Satan's address then.
All right, sure, let's go.
I'll send you like a 12-pack of Coca-Cola. Don't worry.
Yeah. So the dealers still have no Coke in your area, huh? That is
fucking none, dude. Not even a little bit.
Like, I actually get offered that shit on the regular. Like, how do you not?
Wait, did you say come to Cali?
No, I said I get offered that shit on the regular. How do you not? You're only like 300 miles away from me.
Where are you from?
I'm just south of all.
Oh, right. In the part of Texas that doesn't matter.
They got Coke.
I'm in the wastelands.
Yeah, they got Coke and you don't, buddy.
Yeah, for some reason, hipsters are able to get a hold of Coke real easy.
Yeah, it explains a lot of their ideas.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And mannerisms.
The fucking weird mustaches.
All right, we need to get Satan like a murderer and send him into like hipster territory.
They're like the new yuppies.
Austin?
Yeah, Satan all coked up, surrounded by hipsters. That's fucking brilliant, dude. Yes.
You know what? I'll even give him a knife and a couple of guns. Here,
so we're gonna send him to Austin.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're gonna surround me with hipsters, I'm all about that van life. Let's go.
Oh my god.
I can clean off the free candy sign on it and just write free Coachella tickets.
Yeah. Oh man.
Coachella or bust, man.
Didn't one of those big concert things finally get like fucking done or something?
Well, there's the Fire Festival. They got all sorts of fucked up, but
yeah, I thought there was one big hipster festival that just ended or something. Like they were like, "This is our last show."
I would hope it would be Burning Man, but it's probably not.
Oh yeah, Burning Man. That was fucking. That's a weird one. That one sounds obnoxious.
Yep, pretty much. You have to. The reason there's so much drugs at that one is because you have to be on that much just to stand everyone that's around you. Because they smell. They want to touch you. They want to talk to you. I just want to do drugs and be left the fuck alone.
Unless it's cocaine, in which case I want to do drugs for like 18 hours with other people, and then I want everyone to fucking leave and not talk to me.
Preferably die, but whatever, as long as they go away.
Yeah, I'm okay with them not dying as long as they're just out of earshot and out of eye shot. Like,
just for the next like 10 hours, appear to be dead. Fuck you.
Yeah, let's pretend that I'm dead. Don't call me, don't show up, don't worry about me, and don't come knocking on my door questioning what that fucking smell is. I had to find a way of eating. I had to set fire to something in order to cook.
Just because it was my foot doesn't mean I'm a junkie, all right?
Oh, I would have assumed that Mad Metal Man would be burning somebody to cook somebody else.
Again, hipsters are a naturally renewable resource, dude.
Oh, and they're exceptionally flammable. Like, I mean, all that beard hair just...
fucking Christmas tree.
Like built-in tinder. You can even light them with one of those silly fucking flint and steel things that people buy.
Well, I mean, that and all the fucking product and shit they put in their hair and on their face. Yeah, dude. They're essentially a fucking tinderbox.
I'm literally picturing somebody with like a fucking hairspray and a fucking lighter just going around lighting hipsters up.
That sounds like fun.
Like little fucking torches, their heads just catch with the fucking beards.
There was that one guy in fucking Seattle. Like this, I think it was this was like way before the election. So it's probably had to been like 2015, 2014. But he was going around like fucking Portland or Seattle or some shit, and he was just snipping people's beards and just taking off.
So fucking weird.
Oh man.
But no, like he eventually got like a warrant out for his arrest because he actually cut somebody's neck as he was trying to snip their beard. Like it wasn't a super deep cut or anything, but it was technically a assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh my god, that's so fucking bizarre, dude.
What a piece of shit.
I'm just picturing this guy trying to do this at like a biker bar.
You don't actually ever fucking hear of him.
Yeah, you would never hear the story of the guy that was drawing beards because he'd be fucking dead already.
It would be biker bar fucking legend and shit.
Right.
No, that didn't actually happen. But did you ever hear the story?
But if it did happen, it'll be like OJ's book, dude.
If it happened, if I did it.
If I did it, this is how.
If I did it, I wouldn't have put on gloves.
Did you actually read the book?
Oh, I don't know. No, dude, I'm not giving that fucker any money.
It was like, fucking why?
No, dude, I read Lovecraft and complicated shit from a century ago. I can't.
Well, it's just because you're racist. That's why you like Lovecraft.
Oh, he did have a cat named Nigger Man. That's one of my favorite stories too, and it's kind of unfortunate because that's one of the ones that I eventually want to do like a reading of. I don't know if I'll post it to YouTube, but probably not, just because of the fact that I don't think people will take kindly to listening to Lovecraft and hearing the word Nigger Man repeatedly.
Yeah, some people might.
Just title it The Nigerian Prince.
I just need to put a warning at the very beginning saying this is classic literature, and I don't necessarily agree with.
Rate the trigger warning. Triggering language.
Here's some triggering language for you. You're all a bunch of simpering cunts.
I saw this tweet just a bit ago. This starting to get some traction, and a bunch of the people in our corner. Who is fucking echoing?
Is it me?
I don't know.
I'm not hearing an echo. So
yeah, I don't have any sound.
See.
I do hear it every so often.
Yeah.
All right, well, fuck it, never mind.
It's very mildly on Mad Metal Man. It looks like.
Right.
Looking
somebody,
at the
somebody
sound
must be listening to the
Put your fucking headphones on, that Metal Man.
I have the headphones on. That's just it. I put them in, and I've got everything else in the office quiet. So
Oh, maybe it's not him.
Well, then
Probably
you're
gaming.
hearing the music in the other room.
Fuck you.
I blame the gay.
Fuck.
Yeah, it is you. See?
That's not possible.
Yeah. Mute gaming and see if it keeps happening.
And then everybody's quiet.
La, 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 la. It was fucking gaming.
No, it's not.
He's not muted. Yeah, you can still hear it a little bit.
Never mind.
All right, let's check it
What was I
out.
talking about?
It's still happening.
Yeah, so it's not gaming.
What was I talking about?
Eat shit, Detroit.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to find out.
Eat
Fucking doing it.
shit.
Here, I'll mute me. Maybe it is me, but I don't see any sound. I don't have any fucking sound on.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up already.
Fuck
Don't
you.
mute me because I'm not by my computer and I can't unmute myself.
that might not have been something to announce.
It's Detroit.
No, it's Mad Metal. I blame him. Anybody but me.
Well, I mean, there'd be an echo right now. No, I think it was Mad Metal Man, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's weird
Fucking
though. Would he have it
asshole.
playing out of his? Because I assume he's on his phone, but maybe not.
Oh, wait.
I am on my phone.
Satan, we were talking about something about racism. O.J. Simpson. Trying to remember what Satan was talking about.
I was doing the same thing. I honestly can't remember.
Hey, you pulled like a stabby. Your story didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, but at least it had a point. It just got lost. Like the knife, whenever you stabbed the homeless guy 20 times.
My stories have points, sort of, maybe.
That's how you keep them from breeding. You stab them 20 times.
Carl!
I had a friend of mine who was walking out on a creek path in like the middle of the night in this town, and he got somebody fucking slashed him with a fucking knife. So he's like, so I stabbed him back a little bit and then ran because he fell down. What the fuck are you talking about?
That is my favorite sentence ever.
I stabbed him back a little bit. God damn.
And then ran because he fell over.
Oh wow.
Best part, later that dude was applying to be in the highway patrol, and I was like, this works for me. Like, I totally get it.
I want that guy guarding the highway.
Oh, that dude was a weird. That was a kooky dude. He tried to convert me to Christianity and shit by taking me to one of those like faith healing churches.
Oh.
Wow.
Those are entertaining as fuck. Like, I'd go back to one of those, not because I believe it, but because watching people roll around on the ground and talk fucking in quote unquote tongues, and oh, that shit's fucking hilarious.
I just want to go there and tell them that there's something wrong with my dick so I can get a free handy in front of an audience.
I want to fucking see. You got to tell us if that works. Go and find out, sir.
Somebody
You're doing
kiss the
God's
devil
work.
away. Kiss the devil away. Wow, 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 wow.
And here we have this young man with his crippled dick. I shall lay my hands upon him and heal him.
Oh man, they might give you the altar boy special for that.
Dude, that would be a good name for Tonka, crippled dick.
Dude, I think he deleted his whole channel.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything, he's
Wow.
fucking, he's gone or something like that. Like he just
Nah,
everything is erased or something.
he's trying to rebrand himself, but
Oh, is that what's going on? Okay, because
Yeah.
I don't think Tonka Saw is even a channel on YouTube anymore, or like
Nah,
people have taken it over.
now he's Donka
Oh, he's literally calling himself Donka.
and trying to make it into a wrestling show that he doesn't even watch. So that's fantastic.
Wait a minute, he had Grapple Vision. He already had a wrestling channel that was actually fairly successful.
Yeah, it had what, like 54,000 fucking subscribers
Yeah.
long
Mhm.
before he ever started doing the Tonka Saw thing with failure.
Yeah, why isn't he just going back to that?
Because he's still gonna get ridiculed and
Well, the
Because I
Grapple
think-
Vision is still
Oh,
running.
right.
Like that's
I
not.
think everyone already knows about Grapple Vision. Everyone that knows about the
Right.
Tonka Saw bullshit knows about Grapple Vision. So
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
I mean, well, yeah, his last
Oh,
video
hey,
on that was 3 weeks ago, and a year, and prior to that, it was a year ago. Okay, so yeah, he's pretty much Grapple Vision has died.
And then the other fantastical thing that Andy Worski is broke now. He has no cash, and he's all begging for money now from Patreon.
My level of shock, 0 out of 10. Who didn't know that Andy was going to fucking burn out spectacularly?
Like,
No, and supposedly the other guy stole all his money from
Chris? Please tell me Chris stole all his money.
Ian.
Oh no, JF.
Ian.
No.
Oh, Ian Miles Chong?
Yep.
No shit.
Stole all of Andy Worski's money?
Yeah, from the show that they had together that nobody fucking knew about apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But all the
I
money
didn't
that he
know they
had
did anything together.
was from that fucking channel or some shit. I don't know.
Huh.
All the details sound like absolute fucking dog shit. Everyone from both sides is just throwing out random bullshit. It's like, yeah, and he did that too. I don't think that's true. Well, yeah, the other guy did this thing.
That makes sense, though. No, that makes
like
sense.
it's possible. Like, what are these? What are the teams fighting over now? Like, this all seems retarded.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're trying to find the next big drama mine because the fucking fight thing is over now. Like, it's not making money anymore.
Yeah, they're fucking manufacturing.
Yeah. Like leading up to the fight made all the money, and then like you had a week or two after the fight that it still made much of money, people talking shit. So they gotta get the next drama thing. That's
I don't have any money from all this shit that I've been doing that I made all this money because Ian Miles.
Oh no, Mad Metal Man had to go.
Oh yeah, and my favorite was apparently Ian Miles Chong killed somebody's dog. Really?
What?
Like,
oh man, was it Yobi? Was it
I
Yobi?
fucking hope
Please
so.
tell me
If it was Yobi, it's acceptable.
Nobody's gonna be missing that dog.
No matter who did it for what reason, justifiable homicide or dogicide, whatever the fuck you call it. Canine.
Did you just say dogicide?
No. What did you hear?
You trying to claim it? He's gonna try to blame me for it now. Watch, wait.
That
was a fucking stabby word.
I'm pretty sure he muted me and said dogicide and then unmuted me. I'm pretty sure that was happening.
Great explanation. That's what we have you here for.
I could go into more detail.
Please do. Please.
Oh man.
Now we got to start a drama thing about that. Like we'll have to have like different camps, pro dogicide and anti dogicide, like drama camps, and we can make videos talking trash. It'll be great. We'll make tons of money from our like 5 people that watch this show occasionally.
And what stole all my dogicide revenue? Goddamn him!
And what's better, big ear bitches, a little big ear?
Oh, shut the fuck up! I thought we might make it through this show without that bullshit.
No, man. Every day you're gonna hear this.
Do you really think we're ever gonna make it through a single episode of this show without mentioning the fact that you love big ear bitches?
It's possible. If I do like a whole episode on my own, it could happen.
Oh no, bitch. Oh no.
We're
gonna be in the chat. Yeah.
All right. I'll have to do like a 5-minute episode. Like when nobody realizes it. I'll just be like, hey, what's up? This is the new episode. All right, we're done. See y'all later. Bye.
It's not 5 minutes.
Well, okay, 5 seconds. Whatever.
That's not 5 minutes. Why are you being such a bitch now? You backing out? Are you backing out?
Dongo wants Super Berry. Or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. The one that Medicare came up with.
Daddy, no.
Like, I'm not a huge fan of Medicare, but that dude is really good at coming up with jokes and taglines and shit.
I think his audience is actually better at it than he is, dude.
Either way, some funny shit comes out of there, to be fair.
Yeah. But yeah, his audience definitely comes up with some fucking crazy shit.
It's almost like 4chan, essentially.
Yeah, that's true. It is basically the YouTube equivalent.
Oh, what is it? There was a leak of the Mueller files, apparently. I was hearing that on the news that somebody leaked the Mueller Russian investigation files, and it shows absolutely nothing on Trump.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. And the one that then they're claiming it was Russian spies, and I'm like, it was 4chan.
Right.
Like there's because it was a Russian Twitter handle that released the information. I'm like, it was 4chan. Like I have no doubt in my mind this was absolutely 4chan at this point.
Maybe Reddit, but almost certainly 4chan.
It has to be 4chan. 4chan is just too good at that shit, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I love the shit that fucking the media was portraying as factual. That 4chan was literally like, hey, let's throw this out there and see if the media actually buys it. They fucking do it every time, dude. Fucking amazing.
Can you imagine if 4chan had like a comprehensible plan, like they actually had some sort of goal to reach as opposed to just random people fucking around?
They'd be fucking dangerous, dude. They take over the fucking world. Those fucking autistic motherfuckers. Yeah, dude. You remember, dude, the Shia LaBeouf thing, how they found him, dude? That was pretty fucking spectacular, and they did it really fucking quickly.
Multiple times.
Yeah. But the one where they were just in cabins in the middle of nowhere or whatever, like, how do you fucking do that fast? Nah. Yeah, their autism
Knows
knows
no
no
bounds.
bounds. Oh, wow. That's scary.
All right. Now people
I
are
think
drawing
we're
fucking
married now.
dirty pictures of the polar vortex.
I've seen those. That's fucking great.
Fucking Christ. Oh, man. That's fucking hilarious. You know what? It's not a polar vortex. It's secretly a plan for the fucking Eskimos to take over the world.
Hey, don't use the E word, dude.
Oh, what am I supposed to call them?
Figure out
Is it snow beaners?
Snow beaners.
I thought that's what you called Canadians.
I thought it was snow niggers.
Oh man, there you go.
Potato.
Potato. Them Eskimos. They do the Eskimo kisses with the nose touching and shit.
No, I think it was Satan was saying that like that word isn't actually as bad. Like it can be an epithet, but not really. But then I heard I forgot what comic I was listening to. He was like, so they said that's just like the N word. He's like, you mean growing up I was eating nigger pies?
Oh man.
All right.
Is that what they call the black bordello?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. Oh my God! Is it
a bordello is a whorehouse? You realize, right? And you said nigger pies, so I was.
Oh, Jesus, right? Okay. Well,
that was probably one of the worst ones I've said, but
no, you've said far worse. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
That's pretty bad. You've said far worse.
Yeah. Come on, dude. You're like way off now. Ever since we started doing that.
All right, I'll do something different, but no more yeahs.
Now it's like we miss it. I'm like, what the fuck?
You miss it. I don't fucking miss shit about this
I
show.
miss it. No, I miss that.
All right, so my fucking mic just fell off the mic stand.
Shocking. Just tried to commit suicide from one. Smelling your fucking breath.
Where's the tub? God damn it! I'm throwing.
It's literally just sitting on my desk now. I'm like, all right, well, let's figure something out about that shit. Oh man.
I'm still hungry.
Oh, here we go. This is a great little publicity thing that I saw that was fairly entertaining. The Illinois Police Department shares photos of Frozen's Elsa under arrest.
That shit is like fucking ancient.
It's from the 30th that this one was released, so. But they did it to, like, I guess, promote, like, a local company that fucking has, like, characters go out to kids' parties.
Weird.
So they arrested her to, like, get people to want to go do that, which seems like a bad plan to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be traumatizing, if anything, for the fucking kids watching Elsa be fucking handcuffed. And
All right,
I
kids.
presume beaten if they're, you know.
Yeah, and they used pink furry handcuffs, which makes it just a little weirder and creepier.
I mean,
Wow.
honestly,
Hey, giving them fetishes.
it's not a real arrest if. I mean, she's a pretty little white girl. It's not a real arrest unless she gets raped in the back of the car.
True. Cannot argue that point. Well, I could try, but I don't think it would be very effective.
Is that a plane?
Sounded like a fucking
Damn it.
car.
Fucking pick it up. All right, I'm gonna go close the door. Fuck. It's a fucking nice day today. One of the fucking doors open. All right, hold on.
I forgot. What state are you in? It is supposed to be cold as fuck everywhere except for my state.
Well, I'm in California. It ain't cold here. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh. Dude, like, I fucking... Everyone from everywhere is bitching about how fucking cold it is. And I'm like, it's 65 outside. It's fucking nice.
Oh, there was a little video going around on Twitter where some chick has, like, wet hair, walks outside, and, like, it turns into, like, a fucking, like, punk rock looking hairstyle. Because it just freezes sticking straight up off the top of her head and shit.
I haven't seen that. That sounds interesting.
It's pretty fucking funny.
It would be cool if you leave with like really warm hair, like wet warm hair, and then do like a headbang and then just freezes in midair. That would be something cool to watch.
All right, there we go. All right, a little electrical tape and everything's fine. My mic stand should work just fine now.
Boo!
Let the mic stand put itself out of its own misery, dude.
It is fucking falling apart. I really should buy a new mic stand. But they cost money and I'm cheap, so that's probably not going to happen anytime soon.
Shocking.
Yeah, why don't you just use cheap earbuds like I do, dude? What do you need quality for this show, dude?
The mic I bought was like $40 or $50. Like it was on sale or something. The little blue snowball microphone or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah. It's like a decent quality mic, but not too terribly expensive. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm all distracted. Sorry, I'm like trying to fix my fucking mic stand here.
Yeah.
The quality of the program.
This is the quality entertainment you've come to expect from Untitled Studios. Oh, there we go. Now it's totally fine. Okay, cool.
I can
You
totally
needed
tell
an
the
extra piece of electrical tape. One piece wasn't enough.
All right.
Ooh, anybody watch the new season of fucking Punisher?
Nope.
Actually, I did, and I was surprised I didn't see a single person walk back their retarded ass fucking comments about the show prior to having seen it. Because there was a bunch of people that were like, yeah, see, the show is so fucking woke, it's got an alt-right villain, and then, yeah, it's so fucking terrible, it's got an alt-right villain. Yeah,
Wait,
but
what?
that's not at all what happened, though, is it? Like, you're all just talking about your ass at this point, aren't you?
Oh, they were trying to claim that the show was woke because what? Because the first episode had like a couple of women on the military team of like the fucking mercenaries. Is that what they were aiming at? Because I have been watching and I'm like maybe halfway through and I haven't seen anything that I would consider woke at all. Like none of that.
Yeah,
because the main villain, like throughout the show, isn't really Jigsaw. Which they did a terrible job with Jigsaw. Like, if you're gonna do Jigsaw, actually fuck his face up. Don't just make it a pretty boy with a couple of scars on his cheek.
Yeah, that was fucking lame. I was like, why? What?
Especially with like the whole like 6-episode like teaser of him in the mask the whole fucking time. Like, yeah, like give me a brutal fucking face. Wait, that's it?
Yeah, exactly. You see that, and you're like, why was he wearing a mask? Like, what a fucking pussy.
Like, yeah, no, like that was just not done well. Like, honestly, there's only 3 good characters in the entire fucking show, and that's Curtis, Beth, and the fucking the little chick. I forget her name. That the Castle is been carrying around the whole fucking time because she's trying. People are trying to kill her. Castle, like, they wrote that, like, they wrote him for that the second season really poorly.
Yeah.
Curtis was actually a really good character. Hell, even the Mahoney, the detective that was trying to get Madani and Castle and everybody, he was written very well. Everyone else was written like fucking shit.
When are they going to use the storyline where he starts taking shots at people for littering and jaywalking, dude? I want to hear that fucking storyline. When he loses his fucking mind and literally starts trying to shoot anybody who commits any crime.
Isn't that the one where fucking Nick Fury kills him?
I don't think so. It was a long time ago. It would have been shortly after I started reading comics, so that would have been back in the fucking early 90s. Like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. That's or
did he kill him? I don't remember that.
No, because I think that would have been like the late 90s. Oh, either way, but no, like, yeah, there's one where Castle goes crazy and Black Widow and Nick Fury team up and put Punisher down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Yeah, that must be. I'm pretty sure that's a different one. See, they brought it back a couple times. It sounds like. Fuck it, make it into a Netflix one. Yeah, are they crossing that over? Is that one of the ones they're crossing over to Disney, so they don't want to do any more seasons?
I don't. They haven't officially announced it, but it's fairly likely that. I mean, it's fairly assured that's what they're going to do with the show, but they haven't made any firm statements about what they're actually going to do.
It would make sense though. They want, if they're going to do their own streaming service, bring that over. Yeah, or they just use Netflix to see if it's, you know, if it gets an audience, and then they bring it over. Like Netflix is just the testing ground. That wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you. Like, here, let Netflix either make money or not, and then we'll yank it right back from them if it makes money.
Hey, whatever fucking sells, right?
Yes, indeed. Not doing
it. We've already come to a fucking end here.
Oh fuck! Are we petering out already after 2 fucking hours?
Seems like it, man.
All right, so let's go on for another 8 hours.
Right? Yeah, it never stops us before. Let's power on.
Let's see. I've usually got articles to look at if we want. So
I'm telling you, let's just look up Google Street View.
Oh, fucking
Google what?
Dude, that is kind of like the fucking.
Wait, I didn't hear what Satan said.
To look up Street View. Like
again, you all talking at the same time, one at a time.
Google Street View.
God damn you guys.
Wait, let's do it again. You want to hear
Google
it again?
Street View.
Jesus Christ! Now, like,
I'm doing it on purpose. I don't know about Satan, but I'm doing it on purpose.
Honestly, I'm kind of trying to.
1, 2,
they're
3,
talking
Google.
about when
Google Street View.
You get that? You get that, gaming? You're welcome.
All right, let's see here.
Yes, let us see here.
There we go. We'll just type that in the chat for gaming, so he actually has some idea of what we're talking about.
Jerk ass.
Aha! You can't stop the chat. The side chat.
God damn it! Now I want to find and kill you too. All right, let's team up. You can kill me after, but as long as Satan dies, I mean, as long as Stabby dies first, dude.
That's fair.
Oh God, that's a weird fucking murder-suicide pact.
Nah, not really.
All right, let's see. This one is kind of funny because this dude just fucking straight up tackles a fucking guy that like was running from the cops after he punched one of them, and then the store fired him for attacking the guy.
Well, that's
pretty funny.
That would be liability.
Yeah, well, no, you're working as a security guard for Best Buy. You can't just run out the store and go tackle some dude. I guess so.
Yeah, it's weird. They actually like corporate places. They tell you like, hey, don't like if somebody's robbing them, just give them the shit. Don't fucking try to take them down.
They're basically just for looks. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. The Safeway when I worked there had a real strict policy about you do not confront for any reason.
Yeah, they'll literally tell you that though. If you do it, we are going to fire you for doing it. So don't do it. Don't be a fucking hero.
Yep.
Yeah, if you straight out tell you, they'll fire you for it, dude.
And then basically the deal is you get a manager and the manager decides like how to handle it. Don't get involved essentially. Like anytime you see somebody you think they're stealing, just go get your manager. And our managers were fucking insane. So
yeah, most
like
of them
the regular line staff would not run out and tackle somebody, but like one of our managers chased some dude who tried to steal a case of beer and came back with the guy's bicycle, and the beer just scattered across the whole parking lot.
Oh, it's glorious.
It was like, he's like, if that guy wants his bike back, he has to come fucking talk to me first. You guys get that? And he fucking locked it in the office.
Nice.
Just like, all right. Oh, the customers thought that was pretty disturbing. I was like, God damn, dude.
Like, all right, I know which store I'm not stealing from.
But he was like a half Polynesian dude from Hawaii. Like he built like a fucking linebacker, but like 6'2". But he was a big motherfucker. Like I would not have not wanted to cross that dude. Not for fucking beer, that's for sure.
Did he have the tribal tats, dude?
Nah, he was super white.
Samoan.
Super fucking white, dude. No, like Polynesian, like half Polynesian, half white.
Oh, okay.
Hawaiian is not the same as Samoan. It's very different. That's like Pacific Islander, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure they're totally fine if you call them Samoan or Tongan. I actually knew a guy from Tonga, and like he was like, do not call me Samoan, dude. Like Samoans and Tongans apparently fucking hate each other.
Oh, really?
Well, it's like saying, don't call me Puerto Rican when I'm Mexican. You know?
What's the difference, dude? Potato, man.
Well, Mexico's an actual country, and Puerto Rico is a shithole.
Yeah.
Oh, Guatemalans hate when you call them Mexican, too. I remember that. I knew a couple Guatemalan dudes at a company I worked at.
Yeah, I think anybody that you call the wrong country is going to be upset about it, too. Like,
oh, no, I mean, this dude fucking was super racist. He hated Mexicans, like, on a whole different level.
Yeah, well, who doesn't, dude?
Like, he made the fucking white pride people look reasonable in comparison. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, it was one of those things where, like, well, you get away with it because you kind of look like you're Mexican, but goddamn, dude. Like, it was very, very hateful person.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, Nike's in trouble now, by the way.
Again?
Oh, please tell me it's because of stupid Kaepernick.
No, it's not Kaepernick. But they're gonna fold regardless, I'm sure. Apparently, their new fucking Air Max logo.
Looks
a little bit like the word Allah.
If you turn it on a weird angle and then read it upside down, it says Allah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're trying to get it like taken down. The fucking Muzzies don't like it. Huh?
You have a picture of that?
I'll
look it up, dude. Yeah, don't worry about it.
It's right here on the fucking screen.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I was still stuck on gaming. Sorry.
Yeah. This is AMAX or whatever.
In Arabic.
And if you turn it upside down and
yeah,
I don't
squint
see it.
real hard.
Yeah, it's a bit.
So they think we're trying to do squiggly for them. Oh, that's cute.
We're trying to do squiggly for them.
Wait,
like we care about their squigglies. That's cute.
Yeah, it's cute little squiggly language they got, or written language they have.
Oh, that's right. And then fucking, it's super insulting to fucking throw your shoe at people. So I'm sure having Allah's name on the bottom of a shoe does not.
Or even showing the soles of your fucking shoes. Fucking weirdos, dude. Showing the soles of your shoes to someone is a fucking huge insult.
Huh.
Yeah.
How do you walk?
Yeah. Well, they mean like if you're fucking like sitting down and like you put your leg up, if the fucking sole of your shoe is visible at all, well, if you go to cross your legs or something.
So do you gotta like
keep your feet on the ground at all times, I guess?
Or like take your shoes off or some shit?
Yeah.
Like, is it like Asian shit where you take your shoes off in the house kind of deal?
That would be interesting. Like, is it just the soles of the shoes, or like is the soles of the feet just as bad? I don't even know, dude.
I know. I'm just genuinely curious. That sounds interesting to me. Like it's like a weird sort of thing. No.
Let me see if I can find out why.
Like I know you're not supposed to eat with your left hand because that's the one you wipe your asshole with, but like don't they cut your left? Or they used to cut your left hand off if you fucking ate with your left hand or some shit? From the communal pot?
Fucking weird, dude.
Well, no, at the time, like everybody ate from like a communal fucking pot, and if you put your fucking poop hand in there, they were like, "We're cutting your fucking hand off."
Not just the soles of the feet in front of an Emirati. Displaying soles of the feet doesn't come across as a good gesture. One of the main reasons why such an action is perceived as an insult is because the feet are often perceived as unclean, especially the soles. Oh, Jesus. If you show them to Arabs, they would generally get offended. From my experience, blah, blah, blah. And what is considered impolite in many other cultures? Really? That's the first time I've heard of it.
So if we want to take over like an Islamic country, what we got to do is just load up a bunch of fucking like old shoes that people donate and like drop them out of planes on them or something.
Yeah, I think it's the sole of the foot. I don't think the shoe matters from what this is describing. It's just saying the feet are unclean. So the soles of the shoes or the soles of your feet, I don't think really matters. I don't think it differentiates anything.
And it's got to be rough for the foot fetishists in fucking Middle East, dude. That's poor bastards.
I'm pretty sure they would get chucked off a roof too, dude, with the fucking gay people. How dare you? It's so unclean. You're going for the fucking roof light.
Time to execute the fuckers.
Yeah. Along with all the other 3/5 of the persons. Chuck them right off the roof.
Oh, what was it? That Ilhan Amar chick or whatever it is? The one from Minnesota? I don't know what her name is. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly.
Really? You?
Docker.
I know. Everybody's surprised that I don't know how to say something. I'm a little surprised too.
That's shocking.
But she's getting a little hot water now because there's some people on trial for joining ISIS, and she's like, "No, you should just let them go." Trying to get them like let go, and like you should be lenient and just let them go. It would be better.
Why would people be stupid enough to elect that stupid cunt? It baffles me.
It's
white guilt, homophobic, and fucking anti-Semitic too, which is the part that really is bizarre.
White guilt, dude. I'm telling you, white guilt will be the fucking ruination of fucking society, dude.
Yeah, ruination.
Like, let's let elect her because, we did bad shit at some point and she's a minority or whatever. Let's elect her. It's the least we can do to make up for all the horrible things that she's never experienced ever in her fucking life that happened fucking 50 years ago.
Well, and fucking coal miners are now a bunch of racist people wearing blackface. Mm-hmm. Fucking old pictures of coal miners. They're pissed off because they have like, soot on their faces from fucking mining coal.
Wait, that's a fucking. I thought you just made that up as a joke. That's fucking real.
There's people, all sorts of people offended at fucking pictures of fucking like coal miners from like the 20s.
Dude, how fucking privileged do you have to be as a fucking human to not understand that picture?
And
That
here's
they
the
actually
best
were
one.
underground working around coal, so they have a shitload of soot on their face.
Some dude got pissed about the fucking, like the fucking chimney sweep dance scene fucking in Mary Poppins. And at the end, she has a little bit of like soot like applied to her face. Somebody was like, that's just a dog whistle for fucking like blackface. Fucking article about how that's really just like they're flirting with blackface.
Can we not just fucking start telling these people that they have too much free time and to fucking get a hobby?
Well, that's what they're telling the fucking BuzzFeed people that got laid off. Learn to code.
Oh, man.
It's funny because like a lot of people don't get, like the BuzzFeed people don't seem to get where that's from. But essentially when people were complaining about like how bad unemployment was getting for like laborers and stuff in the US,
right?
BuzzFeed ran an article about like how they should all just learn to code. And now that BuzzFeed's getting laid off, people are tweeting, learn to code at them, but they don't remember apparently.
Yeah. They don't realize it's their own fucking fucked up bullshit.
Essentially, yeah, it was people just throwing the same shit back in their face. Pretty fucking clever.
That's fucking funny. I didn't know that. I didn't know the fucking history of that.
Oh, and they fucking, there was an interoffice memo where after they laid all those people off, somebody was like, "We need support dogs. You need to bring in puppies for us to feel better."
Dude, I would have fucking fired every person that fucking asked for a support dog too, man. Fuck you. You know what? I'm bringing a few of those people back, and you get the fuck out of here. And congratulations, you just managed to get at least one of those people hired back on. Get your shit and get out.
Hilarious. I was like, all these people lose their jobs, and you're like, "We need puppies."
God, dude. I can't fucking handle a goddamn thing, dude. When do people become such fucking pussies, dude? Like, other people got fired and it's too traumatic for you?
I know. They're not going to be able to pay their bills and might live on the street in a couple of weeks, but I feel really bad and I need to pet a puppy dog. Like, I'm fine. I'll still have my apartment. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to go hungry.
Dude, I'm starting to really hope God is real and that he's just any day now going to fucking wipe us out, dude. Fuck, man.
Oh, man.
I don't think we deserve to keep going, dude.
If he doesn't, I want the announcer to be on, like, the Ellen show. Like, he'll come out, he'll dance with Ellen, he'll fucking, like, joke around with the audience. He's like, "Now I'm going to fucking kill y'all."
Yeah, start with this fucking bitch.
It just starts fucking, like, causing people to fucking melt.
It is supposed to be fired this time.
Yep.
Yeah. That wasn't a silence, yeah. That was just a yeah.
I'm glad you explained that.
Yeah, we're very glad.
Yeah. See, another situation. Okay, never mind.
Wait, no. Why are they doing a Space Jam 2?
Is it still with Jordan or does LeBron get the role?
Because they have nothing. They ran out of imagination. They're
Yeah,
so far up their asses. They just ran out of it, and there's no original stories now.
Well, it's not even they ran out of imagination. It's risk. They're like, okay, we can make some new property that might do well, but it might also tank. Or we can do Space Jam 2, which will at least we know will make a certain amount of money.
Or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. They're doing it so quickly now. The remakes and shit like that like that's gonna be no longer be the case very quickly. And it might start with this one. Who is it? Is it LeBron? Or are they bringing Jordan back for it?
I mean that looks like LeBron, but I'm not sure, and they're not saying who it is, and I don't know. I don't want to say it's LeBron and it be some other black dude holding a basketball.
Doesn't matter who it is. It's a terrible idea. It's not like which fucking basketball player they put in there is going to make a difference.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Fucking movie in the first place.
Yeah.
Whoa! Hold on.
And his Hitler mustache.
Wait. We got to go back and cover something real quick. Did you just say that Space Jam was a bad movie?
It was fucking garbage.
I'm not gonna listen to that. I will not listen to that. Fuck you.
Wait, do you like something?
Get out of my stream.
Is there something in the world that you like? You like Space Jam?
Space Jam. Space Jam, murder, and cocaine. All right, those are things I like.
It actually wasn't bad. Bill Murray was in it. Larry Bird had a little cameo.
Stop kissing his ass, you faggot.
It was a good movie. I think you're misremembering it, dude.
It was fucking garbage.
I'm gonna have to side with
not bad.
gaming and yelling on this one. It was a pretty terrible.
Well, I'm not saying it was
You
great.
shut your fat faggot ass mouth too.
Your opinions are wrong, goddammit.
You shut your mouth before I stick a dick in it. All right.
That's not gonna deter gaming, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but it'll be my dick, so he didn't want it.
No, good. No.
He got the protest.
I think I'd rather have Space Jam than Satan's Dick.
I'd rather be forced to watch Space Jam with those weird things from A Clockwork Orange on my eyes so I can't blink. Then that's Satan's cock.
Oh man. No. Space Jam is probably one of the worst movies ever made.
Like, have you seen Shazam?
Shazam
They can go.
is one of the best movies ever made compared to Space Jam.
Wait, no, not Shazam. Kazam.
Sorry,
Wasn't that
Kazam.
the one with Shaq. Yeah.
Shazam is coming out soon, and it's going to be fucking atrocious.
Still better than Kazam.
Like the thing that bothers me most about that movie, Shazam, the one that's coming out soon, is there is a very distinct personality difference between fucking Billy Batson and Shazam, and in everything I've seen of the thing so far, Shazam is still acting like a fucking 11-year-old kid. No, fucking no, no.
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's the fundamental character. You have fucked up on every single level. You have failed as in every respect in making this movie. You have failed. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Your movie's gonna be bad. It's like making Shaft and he's a tall, goofy, lanky white dude. No, it's not okay. You fucked up.
Yeah, dude, they take too many fucking liberties with the characters nowadays, dude. It's fucking. I understand some shit's not going to translate well. It's fine, but yeah, the to the extent that they go, fucking up the characters, dude, is really fucking just enraging. Now you know that.
You know, and
Catch
it's
me
not the
outside. How
battle.
about that?
Ew, so much wants to join. Stay in Mexico, you fucking monkey.
Oh, Samaj, I hope you've enjoyed the rumors I've been spreading about you. Apparently, you've been getting a ton of sex down in Mexico.
Yeah, but tranny señoritas.
Hey, good for you, Samaj.
With all the delicious Mexican diarrhea and stuff.
Damn. Why would you be going to Mexico nowadays, dude?
Why would he want to come here to talk with us? That's a fucking.
That's a mystery too.
Oh yeah, I walked away from the computer for a few moments after I said that Space Jam was better or was worse than whatever that other movie was. I don't think I've ever actually seen either of those movies. So,
so he is now neutral. It is now 2-1.
Did you send him a link already?
Yeah, I sent a link to Samaj.
Yeah, let him on. We need free artwork.
Just a quick burn right there.
A picture of 4 fat faggots and
No,
I shouldn't have said that because now, like, oh no, maybe that is a good thing. Now nobody will be able to pester him.
One of the fat faggots left the 4 fat faggots. That's why it's too cool for Satan now.
Let's change it to 3 cool for Satan. Because there's 3 of
That's
us.
just stop. Stop. Your jokes are bad and you should feel bad.
Dude, that was deliberately bad, you fucking idiot.
I don't give
What up, Samaj?
Hey guys, how's it going?
How's the diarrhea?
As it's going for you, getting laid down in Mexico.
Oh
That was
man,
mine
I-
too. Treating
as far as you guys should be concerned, that is the absolute truth and nothing but the truth. There's nothing wrong. It's not false in the slightest. That's entirely it.
Yeah, you don't drink the water down there. It's not a joke at all, dude.
There is zero. Let me tell you this right now. There is zero avoiding it. Zero avoiding it because
you don't drink the water, but you do eat the pussy.
I don't think I'd even trust that either.
God damn.
No, I mean everything. They use their water for everything: ice cubes, prepping the food, cooking the food, that kind of stuff. You can't avoid the water. It's impossible. The only way you can avoid it is if you eat nothing but like processed foods from convenience stores and bottled water. That's the only way you can avoid it, and that's actually the last half of my vacation. That's all I did. I fucking gained weight like a fucking balloon, like you wouldn't believe.
I assume that's how Satan lives his life. Like,
I mean, wait.
Instead of water, and then just
My diet is fairly organic and vegan.
Kill yourself.
I don't believe that for a second.
I mean, okay. First of all, beer and cocaine are fuck you. Like they're vegan.
All natural. Well, not all natural, but they come.
Well, I think the cocaine is questionable at best. Beer, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's liquid bread, so I mean, it's technically not vegan. Wait, is bread vegan?
How is it not vegan? Because it's bread.
Yeah, it would have to have eggs or milk in
it. Exactly.
Yeah, but they mean liquid bread because it's made from grain.
Yeah, but you don't put egg and milk in beer.
How do you know?
I'm trying to picture a beer with egg and milk mixed in, and it's not a pretty thought.
God damn, that does sound awful.
Like a foamy blended drink some hipster would make.
Look, if the beer doesn't taste good, just put it into a pan and put it in the oven for a couple hours. You got yourself a nice little, cake, bread, biscuit thing. I wouldn't eat it, but I mean, you could for sustenance.
I don't think that works that way.
I don't think it works that way either. Shooting up in the dark here. Yeah, no, I will say, like, I got homesick because I was in Mexico for 2 months, and I got homesick. I thought I need something familiar, so I went out to the local McDonald's. I thought, hey, I'll give that a go. Man, the food poisoning I got from that lasted for 3 days. I thought I'd have to be hospitalized.
Damn, dude.
Why
don't you just go find some maple syrup or something?
I actually did. I don't know if they have that.
It costs $12,000 an ounce down there, but they got it.
You mean 3 pesos?
3 pesos. The other thing I learned is
that shit's incredibly expensive, dude.
Maple syrup? Yeah, maybe.
I actually. Well, compared to regular pancake syrup, it is. It's a way better.
I'm a Canadian now. Now I can tell you that maple syrups are overrated.
No, they're pretty good. I don't know that they're worth as much as it fucking costs for them, dude. Because yeah, it's literally like a fucking an 8-ounce thing costs like $12 for good maple syrup.
I did buy syrup once, but that's because the local shop where I would get I ordered pancakes every morning, and the staff could not comprehend what syrup was. I know they have it there; they have it in packets. They gave it to me once, but I mean, I did everything imaginable. I used every translation app I could. They couldn't grasp syrup.
Did they serve pancakes?
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
How do you not know what syrup is?
Well, what they do is they sprinkle the pancakes with some sugar, and they think that's good enough.
Oh.
I'm like, no syrup.
Like just powdered sugar or something like that.
Yeah. So what I did is I went to the grocery store and they sold syrup. I just bought syrup. It was like 11 pesos or whatever. It's cheap as fuck. So I thought I just take my syrup there every morning. I only had to take it the once, and they understood immediately what I wanted.
Yeah, I don't know how you serve pancakes and aren't at least aware that a lot of
Are
places.
you sure they weren't just fucking with you at the first point? They're like, this white kid wants syrup on his pancakes. Let's see how long we can fuck with it.
So, Samaj, did you try all the different breads and pastries that Mexico has to offer?
Yeah, all the stuff that's not nearly sugared well enough.
That shit. I was freaking like, all right, bread. Why is what they label as white bread yellow? And why is it sweet? Why the fuck is their bread sweet?
Really?
Yeah, the bread is sweet. It's not like bread as I understand it. It's like kind of bland, and you have to put stuff on it. I mean, it's not. It's fucking sweet. Even the fucking Wonder Bread, huh?
I've heard that about American bread, that it's way too much. We put way more sugar in it than like people in Europe and other countries.
Yeah, our bread is sweet too.
I think it's the ingredients or something that they put in the bread down there in Mexico, but it's sweet bread, and I don't. It fucking ruins it. So I couldn't have sandwiches or anything like that.
Maybe it's cornmeal added to it.
Maybe, but it's the same thing with their butter. Their butter is also sweet. And
if you don't salt butter, it's sweet.
Like it's okay for toast. If you're gonna have like toast for breakfast, I can do that. But it's just I can't have sandwiches. Can't have nothing. So yeah, it's weird. It's fucking weird. And one of my favorite things to eat when I eat out is burgers. So I thought I'd get a burger. Don't try McDonald's, obviously. But everywhere else I got the burger, it was always sweet. It's a sweet tasting burger. It's
like the meat itself.
Well, the meat.
Or you mean the bun?
Well, everything with the exception of the meat. The meat's okay, but everything else is sweet. Not including like if you can get it with lettuce, because apparently they don't really grow vegetables down there in Mexico, or if they do, I mean,
they don't grow vegetables in Mexico.
Oh,
how do they know how to pick them then, huh?
Well, I don't think they eat them. I think they export them or something. Look, there was only one time I was able to find vegetables. It was in a small town outside of because I was in Puerto Vallarta. It's their tourist city. In one of the smaller towns, they sold vegetables. That's because that's where all the white people are. Everywhere else they sell nothing but fruit. It's like, what? Like no one's got vegetables. It's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, crazy.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to say before I forget, I should have known something was wrong with the McDonald's burger because I ordered because they didn't have the same menu, so I ordered what seemed familiar, which was like a barbecue. A burger of some sort. I should have known something was wrong when the barbecue sauce tasted like peanut butter.
What?
Damn, dude.
I just thought, well, maybe that's just how they do things here in Mexico. I thought the burger's okay, all right, fine, but no, the barbecue sauce tasted like peanut butter, and then as soon as I got home, I started throwing up.
Well, I think your first mistake was going to McDonald's on purpose.
I got fucking homesick. I got sick and tired of Mexico. I was kind of done with Mexico after the first month, but I already signed up for 2 months, so all right.
Guess we're doing it.
I guess so. Yeah. Let me tell you.
Vacation, dude.
Yeah, it fucking was. I mean, I was there with my mom. So with that said, there was no pussy for me. It's unfortunate for that. But
I've been trying to lie for you.
I know.
Help me help you.
No one will ever believe you.
You just get hookers for each of you, so she's got something to play with as well, right?
What the fuck, Stabby?
You should have drugged your mother. You should have listened to me. Drugged her, left her, and then got yourself some good pussy. But did you ever listen to me? No.
Yeah, some pussy other than your mom's.
Well, then it's too much to be on here talking about how like Mexican pussy is sweet tasting.
Oh man, that would freak me out. I'd be like, that's it. Back here again.
As long as it doesn't taste like chorizo, you'll be fine.
That's gross. That's so fucking gross.
Oh goddamn, dude.
You're welcome.
God.
Oh, that's disturbing.
I don't want to think about that. You're
Too
wrong.
late.
You're wrong. You're wrong in the head.
Too late.
Let's see. What else was going on here in Mexico? Oh yeah, apparently, I found this out. The 90%, or I think it was like 90 to 95% of all murders in Mexico go unsolved.
How many do you think go unsolved in the U.S.?
Yeah, it's like 60, isn't it? It's pretty high.
It's somewhat high, but not that high. I mean, but I'm just saying, like 90%. That means like no one is looking, no one is even trying. And then they found out that the police force doesn't make very much money, and that's why they're corrupt as fuck, because they're not getting paid very much.
Right.
And they can't even be bothered to give them like proper training. It's like if the police get involved, you're getting fucked, because every single officer has like big fucking like shotguns, AK-47s. They're loaded they're just loaded with lots of guns. That's the other part that surprised me. You see them walking by, they always got something big on.
They're basically working for the cartels, dude. So
well, they pretty much. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's pretty something. So I'm not used to that. I come from Canada. Most cops here just have like maybe a handgun at most. These guns fucking are huge. Yeah, that and the military kept driving all around the streets as well. That also surprised me. But then again, there was a lot of attacks from like, I don't know, rebels or cartels or something. It felt like there was a war zone going around us. We kept hearing
Mexico.
about. But, yeah.
That's why not a lot of people go to Mexico.
Yeah, that's why I asked, why you go to Mexico?
Why didn't you come spend your vacation here in the States? It makes no sense. You could have been in my like
downtown Compton.
I would have liked to have traveled the States. Maybe go see like the Grand Canyon, Mount Rushmore. All these great landmarks. I do plan on seeing them someday. But we went to Mexico because it's relatively cheap. They had like a sale going on. We needed something very different because last year was terrible. So
this year was so much better.
Well,
I was gonna say, you know why it was so cheap?
Well, okay. The other thing is that it was always warm. I mean, it's like constant summer weather. The coldest day was like. All right, I'm going to say a Canadian thing here. It's going to be like plus 22. I don't know what you Americans call it. It's a warm day. Every day is a warm day.
Yeah, it's like California almost.
Well,
once in a while you got to wear a sweater. That's about it.
Year round, dude. Always nice. It's notorious for it. Go to San Diego next time. It's fucking a great place.
Probably. But also, I mean, the other thing with Mexico is that everything's fairly cheap, which is great and all. But I mean, I don't know. Didn't really feel all that worth it at times.
Next time, come to Florida and meet Florida man.
If you love fucking humidity, go to Florida. Fuck Florida. You don't even want to be there gaming. Why are you trying to drag other people into your shit?
Because I want other people to suffer like me, you asshole.
Come from fucking Canada. Haven't I suffered enough?
No, you caused the suffering.
Apparently, yeah.
You elected Trudeau, his fucking retarded son.
Canada turned off the AC. That's why the world's getting hotter.
And then you, from fucking Canada, you send us those giant tits of ice and shit. Fucking asshole.
Hey, we sent you giant tits. You're welcome.
I didn't want those.
Well, they're not for you.
Pamela Anderson's tits weren't giant until she got here.
Gaming needs to learn to be appreciative of something. All right? You can appreciate tits.
I like my man tits. I mean...
Well, use your imagination.
But they have to be firm and rock solid.
We're sending you ice. It doesn't get more rock solid than that, motherfucker.
Ice? I don't know what that is.
Oh, right. Never mind. I don't know what to say to you anymore.
Snow? What?
I'm glad to be home. I love Canada.
Below 70? What?
Yeah,
That's not possible.
Let me tell you, the one thing I was surprised I missed, because I didn't think I'd miss it as much, was my bed. My fucking bed. I just want to stay in bed all fucking day. It was so good.
You need a vacation from your vacation, huh?
It felt like it. Well, because it's so fucking humid in Mexico that the blankets are like sheets. There's no blankets, it's sheets. But you don't need blankets because it's humid as fuck.
Yeah, or they have like a nylon comforter, right?
Yeah, something like that. That's all you need. But I'm like, I miss my blanket. It was good. It's a duvet. It's fucking heavy. I love it.
Was this place at least out in the fucking ocean?
No, but I mean, you could ride the buses and
he's Canadian. He can't afford a beach.
Yeah. Well,
no, my mom is a
like he wouldn't even know what to. He wouldn't even know what to do with all that non-frozen water.
Right? What is this?
I was more shocked by the fact that it was salty water than anything else. It's like, really? But you know, the beach wasn't too far away. I mean, you could fairly easily get there, but we were able to get a shortcut because across from our hotel was another hotel, and in order to get through it, we actually had to go through this timeshare presentation, something or other. Oh, it's so fucking bad. Look, it was 2 hours of my life I'll never get back, but it felt like it dragged on forever. These guys are relentless in there. They just want to fucking want your money.
Yeah, it's tough to say no. Yeah, they are pretty fucking relentless, dude.
Oh, well,
I've been to plenty of, they'll give you a lot. They'll give you like $100 worth of fucking shit to go to that fucking presentation because those people are really good at closing the deal. But you know, as long as you fucking know you can't afford it, you know, they don't seem to care. They just set the appointments, give you $100. I'm like, look, there's no way I'm doing this. Go ahead, just go talk to them. Here's your $100. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Well, like,
I have no problem saying fucking these assholes. I was one of these assholes.
You were one of these fuckers?
Yeah, well, no, not timeshares, but I mean, I've worked as a sales.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, salespeople are one thing. The timeshare people are another thing in general, and also
I could not do what they do. Yeah,
well, and how it works, and they'll promise you the moon if you fucking sign the dotted line. That's what they pretty much want. And I remember just going there and it's like
politicians.
Fucking
politicians.
Fucking Justin Trudeau.
Like, hey, this is phase 1. It's going to get more expensive from here, so you better not buy now while it's only phase 1. Or they'll say some stupid shit like that. It's going to get more expensive if you wait. You got to get it now. The deal's going now.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like we didn't know what we were going into was a timeshare kind of thing. Just because the guy who brought us there he's convinced. But my mom, I don't know. She's the one who said yes. I would have said no. Just go fuck yourself. But we did it. 2 hours of my life I'll never get back. It was fucking relentless. But we got it, and I got 2 blankets, 2 hats, 2 bottles of tequila. A pass to get through their other hotel, which is just across from ours, which means we can go to their hotel and to their beach access. We get 30% off all their food and drinks and all that stuff. So, well, okay, all right, discount, whatever. So we did it. So I had easy access to get to their beach, but the beach, oh god, their beach, oh god. Every time you go there, it's nice, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. There's fucking people walking around all dressed up in white with stuff they're trying to sell you. You know, they're constantly coming over with their toys or their hats or their clothes or their blankets or their harmonicas or their sunglasses everywhere. Just fucking back and forth trying. Don't know. Probably.
Yeah. No, my mom, I don't know why, but she owns like 3 timeshares. I don't fucking get it. Although the places are really nice, but fuck, it doesn't seem worth it. Anyways, there was one that she has down in Mexico, about 10 miles outside of Rocky Point. But that one is literally, there's nothing else out there but the resort. So, like, basically, there's like a pool, a little deck area, steps, and you're on the fucking beach. Like, it's that fucking close. But again, she's explained the math to me, and I'm like, I think it would be better if you just fucking paid a shitload of money for the 1 week that you're down here every 1 or 2 years. That doesn't seem like it's cheaper with the maintenance fees and all the other nonsense. Doesn't seem worth it at all, dude. Regardless of how nice the places are, it does not seem worth it.
Yeah. No, I timeshare. I hate thinking about it because it's just so bad.
Yeah, it's fucking nonsense.
It's all the responsibility of owning a home without the benefit of actually owning a home.
You get to visit the home once a week, every year or two. Yeah,
but you got to arrange that with like everybody else that has part of the fucking ownership. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just go whenever you want.
You have to pick the time fucking 2 years ahead of time or whatever.
Yeah,
or at least a year. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Again, the resorts are fucking amazing, dude. But I do not think it's worth the fucking all the shit you have to fucking deal with, and all the money you have to pay, because you still have to pay like maintenance fees and shit on top of the money you pay for the fucking timeshare, and it's not fucking cheap. Yeah, I don't see how I don't see how it wouldn't be better off saving up. You probably spend half the money.
Can you sell the timeshare?
Yeah. There's always other dumbasses willing to buy timeshares.
So I mean, at least you can sell sell your part of it out if you need to.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, especially the one in Mexico. Like, we're not going down there, you know. We're not going to Mexico anytime soon, dude. You know, obviously when we bought it, the cartels were not quite as uppity as they are now.
Yeah, we'll see. If the wall gets built, things can change.
I like how you called the cartels uppity.
I had to work in some kind of little racist thing.
Oh,
it was deliberate, dude. I thought, what's a word that can be kind of sound racist, but also be not quite accurate to how fucked up it is? I thought uppity was kind of perfect, dude.
It was good. It was a good choice.
Was it?
Yeah, for what I just explained, it was fucking perfect. I don't think you know what I was going for, dude, when you first heard it. I mean, you should now because I just explained it. But.
So
No, date while explaining a joke? Never.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't do it ad nauseum this time. I totally did.
In your opinion, it wasn't ad nauseum.
That's a good point. All right, cheerfully withdrawn.
Man, I'm still surprised that Samaj managed to stay down there for 2 whole months and not get kidnapped.
I was wondering. Look, every step of the way, my mother kept assuring me it's not going to happen to us. We're not going to. They wouldn't dare, kidnap the gringos because we bring in all their money. We keep everything afloat. Even the cartel knows all this, so they won't touch us. Then we learned in the news that like 5 Italians have been kidnapped.
Don't look too rich while you're down there. That's the key.
It just depends on how much money it looks like you got.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We walked around fairly rake looking, so which is fine because it was fine.
You were just trying to fit in with all the dirty poor people.
You just walk around saying, "We want a contest. We want a contest," like pretending you have no money and you're just locked into the fucking place.
No, I would imagine if they probably have people that work in like the hotels that just look for people that are throwing money away.
Yeah, setting them up, tipping them off.
We made sure to try. We made sure to try to keep to ourselves, so it wasn't a big scene.
Yep.
Worked out well. I'm back, and also I didn't get robbed, so that's another thing that helped out.
But the most important question, I don't know you already answered this, but I want to hear you answer it again. Did you get any pussy?
No.
And
Why?
by no, he means tons, dude. No, let's do him. Tons of pussy.
Yeah. I get no, I didn't get any. No, my mother was with me, and she fucking was with me almost everywhere I went. It's like it's kind of like, you know, my mom's always telling me how you can trust it. There's nothing bad will happen to you out here. Okay, but why do you have to follow me everywhere I go, Mom? Do you not believe your own what you're saying?
I mean, she's a mother. Of course she doesn't.
That sounds really awkward.
What, have your mom come over everywhere?
Wherever you go, that does sound extremely awkward. For 2 months, I think I might have killed myself.
You know,
that is tough, dude.
the odd times I was able to get out and do my own thing, I actually enjoyed myself because I was off doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Because when you're with someone, you're like, oh, hey, you want to do this, you want to do that? Okay, all right. Because you're trying to be, you know, respectful-ish. You know, you can't see my air quotes, but they're there. And then when you're all by yourself, oh, fuck, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. But one of those times is when I ate the McDonald's. And you know, that didn't quite work out in my favor. Oh, and then, all right, McDonald's gave me food poisoning. They had KFC. That gave me like such gas and bloating. It was incredibly painful. I didn't even try Subway. I'm not going to fucking try it.
Yeah, Subway, you'd have woken up with like a 10-year-old whore in your bed the next day. Pretty sure that's how that works.
Let's be honest.
You're still our hero down here.
You're pushing the age at 10. Come on.
Oh, it's a little too old. Too old for the Subway.
Jared's tastes run a little younger. That's a couple years past the prime for good old Jared.
Oh man, I remember I worked with a chick that did come over here from Mexico, and she had her first kid at like fucking 11 and a half or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. That's like the Indians here, dude. The fucking Indians on the reservations here start having kids at like 11, 12 years old, dude. They have no concept of using fucking condoms or birth control.
Why are they having sex at 11 or 12 years old? That's the more important question.
Yeah.
I think of the things to be concerned about, the condom is not the part that bothers me about that story.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. Boredom, I guess, because there's not much going on the fucking reservation. I would imagine they're like, well, we might as well start doing this.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's some culture they're considering.
Is it 11 and 10-year-old boys that are knocking them up?
I have no idea. I've never looked.
See, that would be the part that makes me concerned, because I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's much older people that are like banging little kids.
Yeah, there's a possibility, but it happens pretty fucking regularly, man.
I know that in a lot of the reserves that are around my area, it's alcoholism runs rampant, and a lot of them get that reparation money at like 18, and so a lot of young kids will get like motorcycles and alcohol and stuff like, or cheap trucks and all that, and a lot of them get injured. It's weird. It's all I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, because they definitely get the general assistance checks down here from the U.S.
Yeah, well, our government does the same thing here. I don't think it's really it's not doing them any favors.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have to do anything. It's kind of like, you know, what Ocasio-Cortez is kind of preaching for everybody. They could just sit at home and do absolutely nothing, and they're going to have a place to live. They're going to have enough groceries. They're going to have enough food and all that kind of shit, just off of what they get. Then none of them have to work. And again, that makes, a vast majority of them not work. Shockingly.
Yeah.
So they sit around, they get drunk, and they fucking, you know, have nothing better to do than fuck each other at fucking 12 years old or whatever.
Well, and it doesn't help that the parents are probably alcoholics and out doing shit and maybe not even looking after the kids.
They're just doing what the local priest taught them.
true. They are all fucking Christians. They're usually Catholic.
Catholicism. Yay.
Yeah, well, I mean, religion doesn't really help with, as you can sort of see. It takes a lot more than just, let's say, a group or a religion or something to help out communities. Stable parents.
Yeah, again, especially in an environment like that, where again nobody has to work. They're not going to have a whole lot, but they get it for nothing. They get it for doing nothing. I mean, other than us, kind of, genociding the people. But besides that,
well, and some of the things that help out these reservations is you have to create work. That way they can support themselves and earn a living, and also have gain skills and stuff. As much as some people hate the idea of gambling, I mean, a lot of these casinos they create jobs. So I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They actually all of them get a cut of that. Every single member of the tribe gets a cut of that.
Well, no, that's when you get into like how much blood makes you a member of the tribe.
Yeah.
Or like what fraction of Indian blood before we can just stop paying you the fucking year cut.
Here in Canada, I'm what's called a Métis. I'm a half Aboriginal, but that means I get nothing. So, yeah,
that's too much. Get him the fuck out of here, Stabby. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No. Don't worry. I always have to teeter the line when it comes to like Schmeckel. Whenever I remind him that I'm Métis, he's like, "Oh, fucking, you're." If I wasn't such a good artist, he'd fucking kick me.
God damn.
It's like
he's like an or whatever.
I have to explain to him, look, I'm Métis, but am I an alcoholic? No. Then I'm the good kind.
There you go.
Just gotta think of it that way. It's all good. I don't do stuff. But yeah, the other thing that helps create jobs, which I tend to look at my government and go, you guys are fucking idiots, is pipelines. Fucking pipelines.
Oh, they gotta be stopped. Those things gotta be stopped.
No.
I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
No, those pipelines, they create jobs. But then you see all these like protesters of Aboriginal leaders and all that saying how no, it's bad for the environment, it ruins our land. And
yeah, the protests are bad for the environment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what do you want? Like what do you want here? Do you want people to put food on their tables, or do you want them to want the world to look cleaner?
Yeah.
I mean,
have you guys heard of that shit? Like how bad the protesters have fucked up the land with their fucking trash and their shit and their piss.
Oh yeah,
like, they fucked it up far worse than the pipeline will ever possibly fucking do.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no, I've heard of all those. I've seen them, and we hear about them all the time. But when I say hear about them, you hear about it from the people. You don't hear about it on the news, because our news will never talk about it. Mm-hmm. But if you look at anyone who drives or lives in the area, they fucking hate these people. And most of them don't live in the area. They travel from different parts of the country to come in and protest.
Yeah, same thing here, man. With the Dakota one. All Soros's people, apparently. Soros is paying a bunch of motherfuckers to protest the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, nonsense, dude.
Yeah, so. And no one's happy with them, so. I like to hope that things will change at some point.
Protesting the protesters? Or by protesting, I mean shooting in the fucking head.
Yeah, I mean that sounds all fun and all, but I mean that'd be on the news, and then things will take a turn for the worst. I think they're just hope. I think like a lot of these people like to like push the buttons and hope that someone's going to have a violent, outburst. That's the whole situation with that what was it that Christian school, the Aboriginal guy beating his drum in front of the kid's face. I mean,
Covington thing.
Yeah, I can't remember where that all happened while I was on vacation. But when I saw all that, it's like this guy is egging this kid on to have a violent reaction. Like, why are you drumming in some poor kid's face? How does it not look like you're like child abuse?
Well, and the guy was lying about being in Vietnam and all sorts of other shit. So I mean, that dude is fucking a weird guy altogether. It looks like.
Well, at first, even I was trapped into believing that the kid was being a little shit, because I saw it from, I think it might have been like CNN's perspective. Should have fucking thought of it in the first place, but I didn't. I just saw the guy chanting and the kid right in his face with a smug little shit look, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to punch this kid in
That's
the
just
face.
what teenagers look like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I think he was more kind of frozen and like freaked out because he didn't know how to fucking react.
well,
But
Yeah.
I even commented, I'm like, this is disgusting, this and that, you know, and then till I figured out it was CNN and they fucking lied about the whole thing. It was a fucking Indian wannabe asshole who got up into the kid's face screaming at him, chanting or whatever. And I'm like, oh my god. So I had to, you know, put a retraction or whatever, saying like I was wrong, you know, because fucking I got fooled by CNN. I think it was CNN, I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it sucked.
All of them, dude. Yeah, they fucking ran with that nonsense, dude.
yeah.
He's the only one that hasn't really retracted it.
Well,
There
they're
was
pieces
the,
of
Or
shit.
if they did, it was like in the middle of the fucking night or something.
There was also some black protesters. Can't remember who they were, but they were also
Black Israelites.
Yeah, the black Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing. I saw videos of them and the shit they were saying. I'm like, you realize you're talking in front of kids, right? I mean, I know they're not technically children; they're teenagers, but that's a very inappropriate thing to say around kids.
And those are just they need to be fucking put in prison or fucking shipped away. I don't give a fuck.
They make Farrakhan seem pretty fucking reasonable.
Yeah, and yeah.
Goddamn termite Jews.
So fucking crazy, dude. God damn. Yeah, or Tariq Nasheed. They make people like Tariq Nasheed seem totally fucking normal.
Someone tweeted out a picture of Tariq Nasheed. Wait, was it Tariq Nasheed? No, it was someone King, the guy who works at Young Turks. That white guy.
Sean King.
Yeah, someone tweeted out a picture of him without his shirt on. That was like an older picture. Dude's white as fuck.
Talcum White, that's his name.
Talcum X.
Tennis lessons.
Talcum X.
Harder than tennis lessons.
And then everything that fucking dude spews is fucking poison. I don't know why. I don't know.
I like to think that it ruins the credibility of like people like the Young, because doesn't the Young Turks employ him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they were so proud of fucking landing Sean King. Oh man, they were so fucking proud of it, dude. It was fucking crazy.
Part of me was like, you know, shouldn't the Young Turks be dead by now? Because I know their viewership has gone down. No one.
Well, they're left wing, so of course the left wing morons are gonna still support them.
I know that
they're backed by a fucking company in Yemen or something. But they're backed by
they're backed by a literal genociding fucking regime.
Hold on a second. They're backed by AJ Plus, which is a run by Qatar, and Qatar is that country that's had all the human rights violations, because it turns out that I think it was like 90% of the population are slaves.
Yeah, they essentially have been shanghaied into becoming slaves for the most part.
Yeah,
like foreign people are like, yeah, come over here, and then as soon as you get here, we're going to revoke your passport, and you're going to be stuck here. Yeah, it's fucking vicious, dude. Those are the people supporting the Young Turks.
Yeah, so I think that all that money is what keeps them afloat, and I'm pretty sure that YouTube, or they have like bots that keep their numbers up. So I think what is it like 1 million something or other? Let me look them up.
Yeah, I think it's even more than that. As far as subscribers, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're well over 1 million, I think. Their views, though, yeah, you're right. They're not getting a whole lot, but then they do put out a lot of videos. They chop up their little shows. Yeah. Yeah, I think Cenk used to be a decent person. I think he just completely sold out. I think he's got a drug addiction.
No.
Yeah, $4.25 million.
Yeah,
$4.25 million.
With 35,000 videos.
Yeah, that's a lot there.
Yeah, I mean, back before he had his own thing, like when he used to work for CNN or whoever he used to work for.
Chunk yogurt.
The Buffalo.
Maybe he was just horrible the whole time, but I think he ended up selling out because of the fucking money. And he's acting like somebody on drugs. But again, it could just be the money.
I'll sell out for money. If somebody wants to pay me a lot of money, I'm fucking in.
I'm totally willing and I'd fucking love to sell out.
If it's a good amount of money, I'm not gonna pretend that I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I would do it for fucking a company in Qatar or Qatar.
They're gonna pay me $4 million because they're gonna pay me $4 million. I'm fucking out. I'm good.
Up. You would not, dude. Shut the fuck up. You would not.
For $4 million?
Yeah, you would spew that fucking nonsense.
In a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah, for $4 million, I would absolutely do that. Is that like per year?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do that for a year and you never have to work again.
I would murder a child right now in front of its mother for $500,000. You think I wouldn't be on the Young Turks? Come on.
I know you would do it.
I think at this point, I mean, there's no reason to believe that the Young Turks are not like a news organization like anyone else. Because when you hear about the news anchors, they actually make millions of dollars. They do every year.
Some of them in the bigger fucking areas.
Oh yeah, they make a fair bit of money. But what's odd is that YouTube news anchors, like independent news people, they get more views than any of these news broadcasters. But they only make about maybe $6,000 a month. These other people are making $500,000 every month.
Well, yeah, because the advertisers fucking grouped up to just destroy it.
Yeah,
the apocalypse was they really fucked everything up. They wanted to keep cable in business.
Well, even when the ads were still there, that they didn't make that much money. So I mean, advertisers at some point, TV's got to die, and when that happens, then things like
it's not gonna die, but I think it is gonna go through some very drastic changes in the next. It's gonna be slow. I think it'll probably take it about 15, 20 years.
It maybe. I don't know.
But it's not going to die out entirely, but it will change a lot.
It's too valuable a propaganda tool to just go away. Like the people that run the media companies, like the 6 billionaires that run all the media companies, they're going to keep it running because it's too easy to spread propaganda that way.
I don't know if it really is. I mean, like people just don't watch the news on television as much as they used to.
Young people don't.
Yeah, and older people
like 40-year-olds,
15 over the TV.
No, well, here's the thing. I mean, the people in their 40s, like, as far as I can tell from the last time I looked or believed, most people who watch these news things or listen to them mostly are women. And the reason being is that they don't really go on the internet as much. Men make up the majority of the internet usage.
So the mistake we made was treating women like people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the problem. I'm laughing way too hard at this. This is awesome. Oh boy.
We know so much true intentions. Then.
Yeah. I'm a terrible, terrible person to women.
Women are not people.
Women are not people. That's why I haven't gotten laid. Most of the women I do talk to, they'll look at that and go, yeah, that sounds like him.
Well, if you stop treating women like people, you'll probably get laid more.
What makes you think I treat them like people at all? Okay. Anyway,
no. Treat them like 3/5 of a person.
All right.
Yeah, right now, like the gays or the blacks.
Right now, I'm sounding like the most misogynistic MGTOW out there. No.
What was it? That fucking Roosh that talked about like being a butt man is the gateway to being gay. Shit was fucking great. So I followed him on Twitter for that. I'm like, I gotta see where this fucking idiot comes up with next.
Being a butt man. What?
Being into booty is the gateway to being a homo.
Anal.
Just being a butt dude altogether. Like the anal too, but just being like into women's butts. Like we think a woman has a nice ass and that turns you on. Apparently that's the gateway to homosexuality.
Jesus, dude, that's fucking insane.
Honestly, if he keeps saying stuff like that, I think he's going to make a run for the presidency.
In your country?
Is he from Canada? I hope he's from Canada. Please let him be next prime minister.
Dude.
Oh, Roosh V for prime minister.
I'm pretty sure
Grab day.
I'm talking about him all the time, so I figured.
Grab day by the boy pussy.
Well, Karen Strong has to talk about him because he gets brought up all the time by feminists and stuff like. I mean, he's forever talked about, but he's not really that important.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he's essentially just kind of a MGTOW type guy, right?
Oh, he's a pickup artist. He's not a MGTOW.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, it's one of those weird subcategories, but the media.
You gotta neg the woman first in order to get her self-confidence down, and then you could get in there and bang her and all that shit.
Tell her how crappy she looks, and then I'll talk to you anyway. But
I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, that's just sensible.
How else are you gonna get them hooked? You gotta destroy their self-esteem.
We gotta send Satan up to like Canada to teach Samaj how to get laid a lot better, I imagine.
Well, I imagine.
Wait, but okay.
You were trying to teach him to rape?
Who's providing the Rohypnol?
Right. I think the number one thing to getting laid is to actually make an effort. I just fucking don't bother.
Oh yeah. Well, you live in Canada.
I live in Canada. Yeah. It's a match. Yeah.
Isn't it illegal for you just to fuck a moose or something? I mean, get laid some other way.
I mean,
hey, fat girls have names too.
No, they don't.
Call them a moose.
I mean, pretty soon it's going to be illegal for me to even talk to a woman in Canada. So I mean, I guess I got to do what I can before it's too late. But I only have to wait till October, and then that's when the next federal election happens, and Trudeau is fucking out.
Wait, does he have a choice to continue, or he already?
Look, everyone knows he's the most hated prime minister in Canadian history. The world fucking hates him. China is fucking taking 2 Canadian citizens hostage right now and sentencing them to death. I mean, and Trudeau is not really doing much of anything. So, like, no one fucking likes him. No one. So he's gone. He's gone. He's a guarantee. Any of his financial backers, one being, of course, George Soros, they're gone. No one's supporting him. He's gone. So the question is who's going to take his place? And Conservative Party.
We just want to know he's gone. How much longer does he have in this term?
He's on his last. Well, I mean, unless he gets reelected, which he won't. But if he gets reelected, then I mean, 4 more years.
Yeah, well, when's his term up is what I'm asking.
Oh, October.
October, okay.
Yeah.
You guys got to elect Nathan Fillion. That's your next prime minister.
I wish I could, but no. I like Nathan Fillion, but he is the equivalence of a dumb blonde.
Yeah, he is.
He is a super nice guy. I'd love to hang out with him and have a beer.
I just want to see Trudeau 2.0 if Trudeau's not going to be there again.
Dude, come on. Don't
Why are you trying to condemn Canada, dude? God damn, it's being a dick.
Very fucking cruel, dude. Yeah, like that wasn't bad enough.
I mean, Trudeau was bad enough. I mean, goddamn, dude.
Another guy that loves to play dress up.
Trudeau, no.
Shatner?
A guy that couldn't even be a regular drama teacher. He was a fucking substitute drama teacher.
Wait, Trudeau or Hitler? Who would be a better prime minister?
Hitler, obviously.
I
don't think it would take much to switch Hitler to Islam.
I'm kind of at the idea that if someone studies the arts, like my little thing, like is like you look back at Hitler and you look back to Trudeau, who's a drama teacher and all that, I don't think they should be in positions of power.
Or history teachers is another one that seems to drive people fucking crazy.
Yes, yeah.
Artists, history teachers have traditionally been the leaders of bloody revolutions.
Yeah, it doesn't work out well that if you believe in history, that kind of stuff. No. But
yeah, I don't know what it is about the history teacher. I get like a failed artist, kind of.
Well,
but the history teacher thing is a little weird.
Well, Hitler was an artist.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think if you're going to run the country, like I look at Trump, and I actually like what he's doing, but he's a business guy. And some of our prime ministers here in Canada, a lot of the really good ones have been business guys. So some people say like if you run a country like you would a company, that's a bad thing. I'm starting to think it's a really, really, really good thing. Yeah.
I agree.
So what else has been going on in the world that I missed?
The left
Everyone
is
hates
still
Gillette
retarded. Oh yeah, we hate Gillette now.
Oh yeah, fucking Gillette. Oh my god. That ad was a suicide note.
It really was. What the fuck?
Get woke, go broke. How is their stock doing? It's probably plummeted by now.
It did. It really did. But I'm sure it'll go back to normal eventually. But that'll hopefully they'll teach those morons a lesson. But you never know.
Nah, they got what they wanted. No one's gonna forget about them.
Gillette. Yeah, I guess so. I haven't shaved in 2 months. I was planning on not shaving, and I was good. I had like some Gillette shavers. I'm like, no. I'm just gonna leave it be. Yeah, I'll let it grow for maybe like half a month, and then we'll see. Have you guys grown beards?
I've been growing one since November, and it's fucking awful. I cannot grow a decent beard. Fucking
yeah, I think I might be the only one who can grow a beard on this show.
With all his chins, yeah, all his chins are covered.
Somebody's just jealous because they can't grow facial hair.
That's kind of true, I guess.
I have a magnificent beard.
But then again, why would I want facial hair?
Because it doesn't itch.
I don't know. I do. And I can't fucking grow it. I mean, I guess technically, if you looked at it, you could call it a beard. But considering it took 3 months to get to that point.
If you have to say it like that.
Not much of one, dude.
I'm not hearing anything from Satan. I'm assuming Satan can't grow a beard either then.
No, I can grow one. It just looks kind of funky.
Think of a Jufro on his face.
No, I fucking that'd be better.
Oh damn!
No, like I skinned the ever living fuck out of my chin whenever I was younger, and I have a bunch of scar tissue, like going from like my chin down. So except for like one little spot, like I have like the weird fucking like.
Oh, like a bald patch from your chin back.
Like in the center of where my beard should be. So.
Oh, you just got to grow giant mutton chops on both sides of your face, then.
Kinda, yeah. Damn, dude. It doesn't grow in thick enough to do mutton chops.
Yeah, just big ass mutton chop looking sides. Like you can grow the mustache, but then just purposely shave like a big line down the middle of your beard.
Oh God, that's so gross.
Be so fucking hipster. It would be the worst fucking idea ever.
He would probably try to kill himself.
Gotta blend in if you're gonna move near Austin.
Oh.
Yeah, where all the cocaine is.
What?
You gotta go where the coke is. That's how the old saying goes.
Yeah, over in Austin. See, but he doesn't have to grow the button chops. If he wants to blend in Austin, all he's got to do is like buy a fanny pack and wear it.
Yeah, maybe a twirly mustache, but that's about it.
Just glue a fake one to his lip and then pretend he's like trans.
Nah, they eat that stuff up.
Not trans anything specific, just trans in general.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to specify anymore.
Yeah. And if anybody asks for clarification, just be all evasive. Go all politician.
Like, I'm a male who identifies as trans male.
Yeah, try to reason that one out. I identify as trans male, transitioning to trans female. Figure that out. It doesn't mean anything, but you're gonna try to fucking work it out.
Yeah, do the math on that one.
Yeah, it turns out it comes back to me just being a dude somehow. But you fuckers couldn't figure that out.
I identify as Lego Man.
Lego Man. Oh God.
All right, playing a game.
All right, good for you. How do you guys feel about this new Lego movie?
I don't really care. I think it's fucking making money.
I hate the song. Fuck the song.
I've never
Oh.
seen none of the Lego movies, so I don't know.
Everything is awesome.
No, the other one is worse. Like, it's literally, this song is catchy.
Oh my
so
god, are you
fucking
fucking serious?
annoying.
I haven't heard that.
That's literally the lyrics. Wow.
Is that really for the new one? See that? All right, I'm trying to figure out because I actually really like the first movie, but I do not like the look of this new movie. It is shaping up bad. Well, with the
Oh,
whole
it's actually called Catchy Song.
Shit. Oddly enough, yes.
oh no, and that and there's
Lyrics go, this song is catchy, catchy, catchy. The title is Catchy Song.
Oh my god, that's fucking evil.
Right? I'm telling you, that song, it's fucking horrible.
The first thing it says is this song's gonna get stuck inside yo. This song's gonna get stuck inside yo. This song's gonna get stuck inside your head. I fucking, and that's when I was done. Like, oh no.
oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Well, prior to that, there was that ad that the trailer that they had for it, and the villain was like trying to figure out who the hero was, and it's like, oh, it's Emmett. Well, what did he do? Nothing. Really? He did nothing the whole movie. Nothing. Okay. All right. It's everyone's thinking it's gonna have like a very feminist tone to it, and I think it will. And I'm scared. It's like, oh no, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was pretty bad too, as well.
No, I haven't seen that one. I actually like the first one.
I didn't even like the first one. Mm-mm.
Really?
Well, I love the first movie. Yeah, I thought it was a great movie. This sequel is horrendous. It is bad.
I think I had seen the ads and I was like, yeah, this looks like fucking left-wingy, preachy bullshit.
Well, the first problem was because the first movie was all about video games. Awesome, great. Video games are awesome. It's a great plot point with the arcade and all that. I think it was a very, very charming movie. This sequel, it's all about the internet. And they don't call it, but it's all about YouTube and making viral videos.
Wow, that's fucking awesome.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me? That's not how it works. And then they break the rules of the first movie. I'm like, but you guys can't. You guys have to go back to your game, otherwise the game is going to get destroyed and deleted and all that stuff. Oh no, we're gonna
not anymore.
Oh no, the main character can leave like their game. They don't have to go back to their game. They can make a new life somewhere else. Totally fine. All their lives are going to be ruined now. Like, what the fuck were they thinking with this movie?
They're thinking we're too lazy to fucking write in, figure out a way around shit. So we're just going to be like, boom, magic. They can fucking do it now.
Look, the world has rules, all right? They're not complicated rules. You have to go back to your game. That's just the way it is. Villains have to be villains. Heroes have to be heroes. At the end of the day, you guys can have a beer and all that kind of stuff. But you got to go back to your game. Otherwise, it's going to get unplugged and destroyed. All right? It's a very simple concept. Why is one of the main characters no longer in her game? It's going to get destroyed, considering she's the most popular character of the game. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog without Sonic the Hedgehog.
No one really cares about Sonic.
Yeah, I was going to say, nowadays, that's really pretty much the same, dude. If you're talking about back in the Genesis days, okay.
Fair enough. I mean, I think it's a stupid movie.
It's happening in all kinds of movies. It's just like them fucking in the Star Wars movie, like, yeah, let's use hyperspace to ram a fucking, Star Destroyer or whatever the fuck they call them, I don't know.
Don't fucking get me started on Star Wars.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a fucking thing that's happening everywhere, man. It's lazy fucking writing. And they're like, I don't know. I just want them to be able to do this now. I know this doesn't match up with everything that's happened in the fucking decades upon decades of shit. We're going to do it anyway. Because I'm fucking Ryan Johnson. Or wait, is that the dude's name? The fucking asshole?
Yeah, the guy who did episode 8. Yeah.
Ryan Johnson. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And make that bitch so unlikable that even though she's sacrificing herself to save everybody, you still don't like the bitch.
Yeah, no, that's a horrible. It was a horrible movie with a horrible plot, with everything not going well. I don't know how they're ever going to fix it. To be honest, the smart thing is to just take these new movies and pretend that they didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the prequels, obviously.
You know what?
And episode. Well, actually, The Force Awakens was not that bad in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but
I liked it. I actually thought it was good.
Okay, dude. It was all right.
I for as much as people used to shit on the prequels, they wish these new movies were as good as the prequels. The prequel looks like fucking Shakespeare compared to these new movies. I'm very unhappy with the new Star Wars movies.
Well, again, I like the first one. The second one was fucking awful.
Yeah, the second one was fucking
exactly
garbage.
What he was. Luke, Mark Hamill has been talking nonstop shit about him until somebody told him he better shut the fuck up, I think. But he was like, this isn't Luke. This isn't who he is. Like, he talked a lot of shit about that fucking movie, dude.
Well, because it was fucking garbage. It was literally pure garbage.
Yeah.
Well, and something needs to be done because that last movie, the last, I think it was Han Solo or whatever, they lost. I think, what did they lose? They lost like $700 million. They didn't make their money back. The Chinese market didn't have the original Star Wars trilogy, so these new movies mean absolutely nothing to them. No good. That's all there is to it. The only good movie, like, there have been some good movies out recently. Like, I fucking loved the Bumblebee movie. I didn't think I'd love it. I fucking loved it.
Don't talk much about that one because I haven't seen it yet.
All right, I won't say much. All I'm going to say, it's a good movie. You should watch it. Also, the guy who did it, he did it at like a fraction of the cost of all the other movies. He didn't need much money, and he made something better than the Bay movies, in my opinion. However, it didn't make as much money as the Bay movies, and that's the sad part. It looks good. It's got a lot of the original Transformers, like from G1. And that's fabulous and all that. And all the hardcore fans, the old school fans, they fell in love with this movie. But people didn't really go out to see it.
Because they were probably tired of Michael Bay's fucking garbage. You know?
Explosion! Michael Bay!
Well, the exciting news came, for me, out that they were saying, like, if Bumblebee was a success, then they're going to have 2 new movies come out. There's going to be an Optimus Prime movie and another Bumblebee movie. If those 2 do really well, then we could have a trilogy of Beast Wars movies. Now, I fucking love Beast Wars. Fucking loved it. Grew up in the 90s. Love those movies. Or that show.
I thought it was okay. I mean, the first 2 seasons were okay, and then once they left the planet and turned to hot garbage.
Yeah, okay, that's Beast Machine. That was the you could say 4th season. But yeah, you're right. That was bad. I want to see another Beast Wars season, but we're going to ignore Beast Machine. That was hot garbage. You're right.
But what was the name of the ant? He was one of my fucking favorite characters.
Inferno was brilliant.
Yeah. Yes, my queen. God, he was amazing.
There was a conversation between Dinobot and Megatron after Inferno called him my queen, and Dinobot just looks at him and goes, "I was not aware you got a new title."
That sounds more like a Starscream line, just talking shit to him.
Well, the Predacons are like Decepticons, the descendants of them. So yeah, they just bicker back and forth all the time. Which is why I love the show, because it's nothing but bickering followed by epic violence and heavy metal. It's so good. There's a fucking guitar riff almost all the way through every episode. It's
like an animated show, or
yeah. Oh god, Beast Wars was a '90s computer animated show. It was violent as fuck, and I loved it.
I don't remember that, dude.
I did enjoy the one episode where Starscream showed up. I was pretty fucking happy about that.
Oh yeah, Starscream did show up for one episode. It was glorious.
Yep, I loved it.
He's got the high pitched Skeletor type voice, right?
Yeah.
In that one or no?
Yeah, kind of. It was a different actor. Because
the main one died many years ago.
Did he? Okay.
Oh yeah, he died like back in the 90s.
I was unaware of that, but then again, I know. Well, I don't know who's still alive or not.
Hmm.
But yeah, the other thing that was cool about it was like it was animals fighting, like it was like gorillas fighting T-Rexes, cheetahs
Sure, it
fighting.
wasn't Beast Machines.
Well, that was the 4th season when they went back to
Okay.
Cybertron.
Because Beast Machines I can find online, but I can't find Beast Wars.
Yeah, type in Beast
I've got
Wars.
some of the comics. I know I have some of the comic books from Beast
You
Wars.
You know,
what?
I have. You know, I have the original Megatron.
Oh no, it's on
toy.
WatchCartoons.io as well. Okay, you can find Beast Wars and Beast Machines if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the original toy, Megatron, the dinosaur one. I
Oh,
still
yeah?
have it. I own it. Yeah.
All right, I have the Transmetal one from season 2. The problem with that one, it recently broke, and I found out that they used a lot of recycled materials that were not very durable, and so this is a very common problem with that toy. And then I found out that some third-party indie toy developers are actually making a proper one with metal parts.
Oh,
So it's
no.
like, oh, it's gonna be durable as fuck. I'm like, yeah, fucking get this. Why the fuck isn't Hasbro making these toys? They always sell out. They're fabulous. Anyway, Transformers. That the guy probably should stop that.
What was
Oh, wow.
the
Yeah,
the
90s animation.
the raptor's name?
Dinobot.
It was just Dinobot. I like when he turned from bad guy to good guy. I thought it was so cool, but then he just turned back into a bad guy, which then I was like lame.
Well, first of all, the reason why you're talking about season 3, he came back in season 3 because he died in season 2. He had a hero's death. They found out because they weren't sure what planet they landed on, and then they found out they're on prehistoric Earth. And the Predacons found out
Getting
that
nerdy things that I can't contribute on, so I'm a bail.
we'll be done soon. Just let me get through my bit, man. Don't worry, we'll go back to your cocaine in a second.
It's been good to talk to you, Samash. Everyone
All
else, you're shitty human beings, and I wish you would die soon.
I love you, Satan.
Oh, same to you, Satan. Hugs and
Mwah,
kisses.
Papi,
Bye.
I love you.
Love you. Hugs and kiss. Ah, damn it.
It ended real gay, man. Real gay.
Yeah, that's supposed to. That's a to annoy Satan, dude, by telling him that we love him.
Oh fuck! It's the gayest love fest ever. Yeah, I'll get down my little rant there. Yeah, they found out they're on prehistoric Earth, and they found a tribe of apes that turns out they're going to be future humans. And when the Predacons realized that this group of apes are going to be humans that helped out the Transformers in the future, they're like, we're just going to kill them off. And Dinobot single-handedly, when he found out about this, single-handedly defeated every one of the Predacons to save humanity. But he died in the process. So he fucking got a hero's death. But yeah, they brought him back as a clone, and they made him transmetal, and the Predacons brought him back, and now he's evil. So that's why that happened. Anyway, that's my rant. Fucking love it. I have transmetal Dinobot. This is a bad thing. You guys shouldn't talk to me about Beast Wars. I fucking go on rants.
I'm a huge Transformers fan. I mean, I own, I don't know, like 10 or 15 different figures from Starscream. He's hands down my favorite Transformer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He oh my God. I would probably want to get a tattoo of him, but I just never found exactly what I wanted. But yeah,
that was definitely one of the
Starscream
ones I had growing up. I never had like Optimus Prime or any of those. I had fucking Starscream. I had that weird video, the one that was the tape player that had the little disc thing that came out.
Soundwave.
Came out. Yeah, Soundwave, and then the little prehistoric thing that came out of it. It was like a little pterodactyl. I forget the name.
When I was a kid, man, I got all the fucking I had like Omega Supreme and the Devastate. I had so many toys as a little kid. I had a ton of toys, and I was a huge Transformers fan. But from all the characters, Starscream, he's just hands down my favorite. And then I love when some people would be like, Starscream's a pussy, he's a coward, and all he does is backstab people, and he's just a fucking bitch. And this, I'm like, yeah. What do you think I love him so much? He's a little backstabbing pussy who wants to run away as soon as the battle gets hard. Yeah, I love Starscream. So
Yeah, it's still constantly trying to take over leadership, right?
He's done it quite a few times. I mean, he's been the
Yeah.
leader quite a few times. And like in the movie, oh my god, I wanted to cry when Starscream died. Or one of my favorite scenes when they're all the Decepticons are leaving and Megatron is about close to death, and he's like, Starscream's gonna throw him out to line the way on the Astro train. He's like, Starscream, wait, I still function. And then Starscream's like, wanna bet? And just fucking tosses him out. No. Yeah, I love that. It's all
Very
bad.
Machiavellian.
Well, what surprised me is like, little spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. Like, Megatron comes back. He meets up with Unicron, which is a planet-eating, destroying being, and he decides,
Like Galactus.
Yeah, he's essentially Galactus, but he's more of the Transformers version of Galactus, and so he makes a deal with Megatron, saying like, "I'll give you a new body and all that kind of stuff, and I want you to kill or destroy the Matrix of leadership." And he gives him that, and he becomes Galvatron, and he gets a new voice actor, which is Leonard Nimoy, Spock. He's so fucking good. But what bothered me is like, Leonard Nimoy came back to doing like a Michael Bay movie, but he wasn't Galvatron. He fucking played what was his name? Sentinel? Like, who the fuck is Sentinel? I don't know. Anyway, I thought, oh, I want Galvatron back. Anyway, that's just my little rant there and my little whine. So, gaming, you're a big Transformers fan. Perhaps you can answer this question. This has been bothering me for a long time. Why the fuck does Starscream have an immortal soul or an immortal spark?
I don't know. I think he got hit. Oh, I think I remember. I think he got hit by some gamma rays or some shit like that, and that infused with a spark. So that's why he became the only. I think there's 2 Transformers who are immortal, but yeah, his spark became immortal because he got hit by a gamma rays. And then he actually became Hellscream for a time too, like a flying spaceship shark thing, which is a pretty cool name. Which it was before WoW. WoW used the name Hellscream too, but Starscream was the first one to use the name Hellscream.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, no, I think the other one with the immortal spark was Rampage from Beast Wars, because they tried to recreate the immortal spark. Oh, well, he's off. But yeah, he tried to recreate the immortal spark, and they tried to make him as a maximal, but it didn't work. So then we got Rampage, who's essentially Hannibal Lecter, which is awesome. Yeah. Anyway, how we doing? You still going?
Pretty good. Yeah. One of our main hosts died, but hey, whatever. Who cares? Nobody likes him anyways.
Damn, dude, that's kind of harsh.
Oh, I thought it was you who left. Never mind.
It was Datewa, you bastard.
Never mind.
That's okay. We devolved into talking about Transformers, which is always a bad thing unless you're in the fandom. So, should we call her quits or?
I'm running away before you guys start that Star Wars, Star Transformers, whatever again.
Yeah, no, that was a bad thing. It'll probably happen again the next time a movie comes out. Or if I find out some Beast Wars shit happens.
I like this stuff. I like the cartoons and the movies well enough. I don't know if I'm as into it as you do, Dar. Holy shit. All right.
Probably not.
Right. All right. We're gonna run away. Thanks everybody for coming in and checking it out. Everyone have a good day. Thanks for coming on so much. And Metal Man when you were here.
Sorry for nerding out.
Oh, no worries, dude. That was fine.